Pog.
Can you share the screen?
Oh yeah. Stream League of Legends.
Shh.
Well, just count us in, I guess.
I mean, you're on.
So when he said that we're not live yet, okay. All right,
No,
welcome everybody.
when I said okay, shh, you're on, go. That was me clicking start.
Yikes.
Oh,
Well, yeah.
okay,
Well,
welcome everybody.
we got week 1 of
To,
Wolfpack Gold. CCG Sapphire taking on Team Coin Flip. Joined today by our good friend Oceans. Long time no Ocean.
yeah, what up? What up? It's been quite a while since I found myself actually in the casting booth for for a real stay rather than what happened last Thursday. But good to be back. Good to be back. Got a brand new team here, brand new league. Like you said, week 1. Excited to see what we got brewing.
Yeah, and looking at these comps, we did miss out on Pro Draft already, so all these picks are already locked in, but it seems that we do have a pretty interesting game ahead of us.
When we go on spectate delay, I will throw up the pro draft so we can have a discussion about it.
Okay.
Uh, okay,
I mean, they're gonna
so
see it, but you might want to talk about the
just
pick order, no?
I'm not smart enough for that. That sounds like our job.
I guess
What
that's
I
kind of
am a
Gabby's
little bit
Gab's domain.
confused by here, the Nunu and the Kindred have been picked on the side of Sapphire, right?
No, there's a
That's us.
secret weapon. And out is a secret weapon, Kindred mid.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
really?
yeah,
I would have
she's
not
played it in
not
a stream or a scrim and she smacked us.
not knowing anything about this pick ban so far. My guess would have been that the Nunu and Kindred are gonna swap. We would see a Kindred jungle and a Nunu mid, and that they're
Yeah.
just trolling this pick order. But that's good to know. So we got our secret tech Kindred mid here, going up
Is it
against
really
Ari.
is it really secret tech if you're pulling it out in the first game though?
I
That's
mean,
what
again, it depends on the draft, right? I guess.
and I feel like you save one of those off meta things for like maybe like a game 3 if you really need the dub. Or maybe they're just trying to get into the head of coin flip early on in this one.
Yeah, and it'd be interesting to know how well the Tentacle Trap, the jungler on the side of CCG Sapphire, would be able to play Kindred. Is it going into more of a flex pick type option, or is it a mid or a no go?
Yeah, that would be interesting to see if they could pull that off later in the series. Of course, Nunu mid, very sleeper OP. I feel like that.
Absolutely.
So much roam potential. He does so much damage early on, but you don't really see it too much.
Yeah, I mean, he can just decimate the wave. You try and play mid lane, you go up to farm a little bit, Nunu snowballs out of nowhere. Their ability to just kind of, fade off vision, and then every single lane has to play safe because he's either going to snowball back to lane or roam down, roam up, be everywhere.
Yeah, even at level 1, that snowball will one shot the caster minions. So it would be interesting to see that, but we don't get it this game. Instead, a little bit of another anomaly. We got the Syndra in the bot lane for stay safe. Obviously, with the Kindred mid, you want to pack a bit more AP on. But we'll have to see if he is able to pull off that into Ash Lulu. It shouldn't really find too much, but combined with Thresh, there is a bit of kill threat there.
Yeah, huge pick potential from the side of Sapphire. You have that Shin ult, so he's going to be splitting pressure. So it's going to be a big factor in this game is to see who can get that priority in the top lane. But Shin's definitely going to be looking to go away a bit more. And so if Fiora's ahead at all, she's going to just open up that side of the map and apply a lot of pressure. Um, but between the Nunu, the Thresh, the Syndra, Kindred is able to do their job and just burst someone down well enough. If anyone's stepping out of position from the side of the coin flip team, could spell disaster.
Indeed.
So I believe our producer said we would get a peek at the pro draft. Waiting for that to
Yep.
pop up here.
I was just making sure you were ready. There you go.
Ah, yes, the pro draft. Okay, so the Kindred was last picked. That's good to know. So maybe a bit of a Syndra bait, where that's a flex between the AD carry and the mid, coming out from the side of Sapphire. Looks like Ash was heavily prioritized with the Caitlyn ban. Pretty obvious Hecarim ban. Looks like a few targeted bans. Lulu Graves, second rotation, and a Nunu Shin. So pretty bold Shin blind pick. We'll see if he can get punished for that at all. Hello, Steve. Welcome to chat.
Steve.
Right.
Pretty standard draft aside from the Kindred, I think.
Yeah.
This looks
Got
like
20
a
seconds left. 20 seconds left. You want to run out some quick skin predictions? I know you're a fan of those.
oh god no. 13 seconds to try to guess all the skins.
What?
That's the mark of a coward right there. We're taking Three Musketeer Fiora. That's my
Hey,
only
I can
prediction.
leave pro draft up, and you guys don't have to. I mean, you could be nice and not peek.
I mean, I'm in spectator.
That's
I
why I said
can't
you
not
could be.
peek.
I said you could be nice and not peek. Like, I mean, or you could be an ass and peek. I don't know.
All right, yeah, we will be moving into loading screen here. And as we do, I got a little something to read out from good friends of ours. We are happy to be sponsored by Lazy Lizard Co., a small batch curated candle shop which uses all natural ingredients. Candles made by Lazy Lizard have a unique scents and premium burn times that last for hours. The perfect gaming atmosphere is just a wick away. Enjoy a generous 15% discount on all Lazy Lizard candles when you use the CCG discount code CCG15. Non discounted candles only, cannot combine with sales or other offers. So, yeah, thank you very much to Lazy Lizard for sponsoring us in this organization.
Oceans, have you had a chance to try out the Oceanside candle? I think it's right up your
No,
alley.
It's right up
yeah,
your alley.
I'm on a budget of about $0 for luxuries for the next few months, so unfortunately the discount code is not quite big enough to bring it down to
Guess
zero.
what? Guess what, though? Let me tell you something. It's not a
But,
luxury. It's a necessity. Ooh,
Absolutely.
got him.
Personally,
true.
I'm a big fan of the peach rings flavor. Definitely
Nice.
very sweet. Yeah.
I'm gonna go order me one right now. Trust.
Do it on stream. That seems like good content.
You want to see it? I will do it on stream if that's what the
Okay,
viewers
now
want.
What
No, no,
what
no.
what I want to see right now are these level ones. Instead, we're getting a nice view of the base.
My
yep.
bad.
Now I'm gonna queue
No, it's
us up
not.
at 0.
Oh,
Nat,
I'm
when you're
not even
loaded
in
in,
yet. Yeah.
yeah, I know. When you're in
uh,
and you're ready at 0, just count us in.
Mhm.
I will say, unfortunately, I was wrong with Three Musketeer Fiora. It is
Uh,
instead Sacred Sword.
so what you're
So,
saying is I win.
All right,
yeah,
we can
that seems
do
accurate.
a thing at
What is a
15
thing?
seconds.
What?
15 seconds?
Just go back to 0.
What?
Why? Let's go 15. Why are we gonna watch them come out of the goddamn thing? Okay, ready? I'm at
Okay.
0.
Oh,
All
count us in. Count us in. No, you're
right.
not at 0 anymore.
Yeah, I'm at 2, but you guys are gonna probably be better than my computer, so it's fine.
That's not how it works.
It's 2 seconds. Okay.
Okay,
Anyways,
count us in.
ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
There we go. Just keep in mind, audience, that no matter what, it cannot be worse than what was going on Thursday.
Friday
Oh,
yesterday. Was it
please try
Thursday?
me.
It was most definitely Thursday.
Okay. Yeah. Next slide, please. Yo, butter killed me, dude.
Looks like we
Alright.
have some pretty standard options coming out of each team here.
Yeah, Spear Blossom Thresh. I can't tell if I like that skin a lot or not.
You don't like human thresh?
I don't know. It's kind of weird. I bought the whole pack of of all the chromas, and there's not very many good ones. You know, there's like the blue one, that's all right. Other than that, I don't know, man. We do have Arc-like Shen up there, or no, Infernal, but I
And
believe he's using the Arc-like Chroma.
no, that is the opal chroma.
Well, I mean, yeah, it makes him white and gold, man. Like, come on, an opal out here,
Well,
dude.
let me tell you, as someone who used to be on Crystal Cave Gaming Opal, I use that chroma a lot.
Yeah, I mean, it's Arc-light, man. Come on. It might not be the official title, but that's what it is, you know. Also have Cosmic Guardian bot lane down here. You like to see that.
I'm not sure if I'm a fan of this safe start from the Lulu going Guardian, going. Yeah, I think not going Spell Thieves is fine there, but uh, I think pressuring this lane, especially early on, is going to be the move. I would have almost liked to have seen something a little more aggressive.
Well, it's very dangerous, of course, to be aggressive in that lane because if you walk up too far, you know, scatter the weak stun will usually line up a pretty easy hook for Woody. You know, given that the minions aren't in the way and all that. So I think it's good to kind of be safe. You're
He's a
picking this, you're picking Lulu and Ashe, as we see already an early gank here. Level 2 not on the side of Crystal Cave, but it won't matter. Still get the flash out. The hook went very wide there. So already we sort of mentioned the mid lane Nunu's ganking prowess, but of course jungle Nunu not a slouch either.
very true. As we see him coming in for another gank here in the mid lane, as Ari's going in, has already
Charming
used the
away.
charm.
Yeah, the flash doesn't get much distance. I don't know if that was max range. It's gonna be followed up by Tentacle. Let the first blood go over to Endowed, get that first Mark 400G in the bank. It's a good start in the mid lane.
Yeah, already showing that secret text power coming out with a strong performance.
I'm not sure how much of that kill was really on the champion there, but it works out. It works out. We like to see Tentacle getting off 2 early ganks and getting a good return for both. He's behind a little bit in CS, but that's sort of to be expected up against the Graves. But yeah, 2 flashes burned already and a kill for the Nunu. Oh,
A
Hook
hook
is
onto
gonna
the Ashe.
land here on the Marion. That's a that's quite the name.
Marion
Well, probably not
Frost.
gonna die. Maybe Endowed is here to clean it up. The blade back on Andromeda gets enough for the 3 hit to come through, and the flash in will find a couple more autos. Now Woody's gonna die here. Late roam response from Dracana, but it still gets the job done.
Yeah, and that's laying a lot of pressure onto that Ashe, but she was able to pick up a big shutdown from the Kindred, are
Mhm.
able to pick up a cleanup kill, so not coming out too far behind here from the side of Coin Flip, but definitely already looking very strong on this Kindred. Let's see how much
Yeah.
he can
Oh,
punish this Ari now.
this might be dangerous here for Cat. Is my BB drop so low? Flash autos not quite enough damage as the repose comes through. Lets her survive long enough for the flash, and now Casino's here for a gank. I don't know if you win this though. Shen is very powerful. He hit the level 5. He doesn't have the taunt up just yet, so Casino could keep his life. And now in comes Dracana, goes bot, runs straight top for another kill here. Trash plays is actually going to just walk on out of there. Doesn't even need to use the taunt. It would have been back up by then.
I don't believe so, actually. Taunt is quite a long cooldown.
It's about like 18, 20 seconds.
Yeah, he
No?
used it right there to get away from the Graves initially.
Did he? No,
Yeah,
I thought he just used it at the start of the fight with Fiora. If he had
yeah.
taunt there for when the Grave showed up, I think he just kills the Graves.
It's not right when the Graves showed up, it wasn't available, but when he first started running away when he first saw Ari, he went ahead and used it
Ah,
Yeah, I didn't
prior
see
to
that
the
either.
charm coming in.
oh. Trash plays a bit of a coward then. You hate to see it. Gotta die like a man in combat. But instead, you know, lives or something. But very close there to get 2 kills. Unfortunately, the damage number is not quite in his favor.
Yeah, all things considered, a pretty even game so far. Seen a lot of roam potential coming out of this Glacial Ari.
Oh, we see another kill gonna come through here. The Q4 doesn't even need the last auto. It's got the dubstep ignite instead. This is risky. Both in Doubt and Tentacle very low here. Casino obviously has decent AoE damage, but nothing more gonna come. Of course, the Kindred ulti is available. And now the fight's gonna come through, and Dow gonna have to drop it early, keep himself alive. Exhausted on it isn't the worst fate, to be honest. Now Casino's gonna get dropped so low here. Dashes in, but that's not the direction you want. He gets taken out here now. Andromeda's gotta try and run away. No flash on the Lulu just yet. So she will drop as well. It's 6 kills already in this game for Endowed. The game's in her hands.
Yeah, and 4 stacks already here. Only 6 minutes in is huge on this champion. You're coming in, burning stacks left and
Oh,
right.
Oh, sorry to cut you off there, but Trash Play is threatening here. He gets the taunt because there was no riposte in time. Not going to commit much further because you got to respect the grand challenge. Fiora, of course, can very easily turn fights like that around, especially when Trash is out of cooldowns.
Yeah, it looks like barring a miracle steal, yep.
Oh.
Sapphire is able to secure the dragon here.
Yeah, with a Nunu, you're not really too worried about that. But I must say, Cat is my BB. Sort of the brief moments that we've seen them on there. They've had some less than ideal riposts. In that first fight there, where Fiora got dropped at about 10 HP, the riposte came very late, didn't block the taunt, didn't block too much damage, but of course enough. To see,
Another death
yeah,
onto the Ari.
there
This
isn't
is
even much to cast there, man. And
uh,
Dow just cues forward and right clicks, and the game just plays itself at that point.
yeah, and I'm questioning which champion on the side of Sapphire really has the snowball, whether it's Nunu or whether it's truly this Kindred.
uh, I think they're both doing pretty well in that category. We see on the minimap Endowed as well, venturing into the enemy jungle, taking her marked camps. Because if the Graves walks into the Kindred at this point, that's not Graves' jungle right now.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't have a lot of priority from the top lane either. Fiora might be able to roam a little easier, but we do have the Shin ultimate up. With a lot of pressure just from this top side champion as well in general.
Yeah, we see Cat there starting to fight back, sort of remembering, oh yeah, I'm playing Fiora. I should win this matchup. trying to even out the trades, you know. Chen is one of those champions that the longer you fight, the stronger he becomes if you can get multiple Qs off. But the same goes for Fiora, and I think even more in her favor. I hate to see that one there. Trash drops the Katie. But instead, Rift Herald gonna get taken down here. It's a real shame Directed Camera doesn't do anything to let us know what's going on with Rift Herald, as we see gold difference between the two teams at about 1.5k, but on Endowed, she is up 2,200 gold over this Ari, piloted by Dracana. That number is going to go even further up now as Rift Herald just dropped instantly mid. They're not even saying we want to get the tower off of it, as uh-oh, here comes a fight mid lane. Dracana feels emboldened to go forward, but is forced to flash out at the end here. Almost takes down Tentacle Trap, but it's a trade of Flash and Ignite for the mid laners as top lane, the taunt will be parried, and now he's going to try and go in for the fight, but the Grand Challenge is down. Going to sit on the Spear's Refuge for a little bit, but it won't be quite enough. A Q, no, flash forward from Cat means that he can't quite find the combo.
Another very close trade here in this top lane. Still just coming out to an even amount of CS, not really applying pressure one way or the other, but as you're seeing more and more pressure from the Syndra scaling in the bot lane, Nunu and Kindred are going to start transitioning their lead elsewhere. This mid tower might go down here shortly in the next few minutes.
Indeed, a lot of pressure in that mid lane. Trash Plays did well there to save the block field for until that grand challenge was thrown down. I don't know if it blocks the Q procs as we see a nice hook here. Gonna get cleansed, but the stun lands as well from Stay Safe. But with that added tenacity, able to just clean on out of there. Now, Marion's gonna fire her own ult in there. Pick up a kill now, and now maybe got to be a little bit careful because in comes the Shen ult. Easy Stay Safe can still find a lot of damage with the Scatter the Weak. Marion's down, and Andromeda's gonna follow. Who's a go-to? Of course, it's Stay Safe. As Endowed finds herself in a 1v2, but in comes the Nunu. In comes the I don't know what that's called. Lands Respite, sure. Doesn't
Yeah.
matter because there's no respite from the beatdown that Endowed is laying here. 8 kills now. Gonna make it 9 pretty soon. Here's Dracana. You can run, but you can't hide the ulti. Absolute zero. Just added in there to make sure there's absolutely zero chance that Dracana can get out. It's a double kill in that one from Endowed. Puts up the Mastery 7. Flaunt it if you got it. And
Yeah, and
Endowed's definitely bringing it this game.
that's 7 stacks down already. Now Fiora was able to get a few plates here in the top lane, but bringing this Syndra as far back into the game as they were able to with that Shin ult, definitely very worth it there for him.
Indeed, able to turn it around there. As we saw, sort of the overstep against Alula Ash. If you don't get one of them down instantly, it's very hard to win the 2v2 afterwards. You sort of blow all your cooldowns. So we did see Woody sort of pay for that, but then Trash Plays has got his AD or his APC. This game's back. That was
Yeah, and
good
we
there.
we we saw the inevitability of that exhaust able to kind of mitigate a lot of the damage from the Syndra ult as well. Between that and the Lulu ult, it's very hard to actually secure a kill from this bot side of Syndra and Thresh.
We saw the dragon get taken there. As Trash Plays is in a bit of trouble. Spirit Rush forward from Jakana, but the charm is already used, so there's not really much threat packing in this Ari right now. 1-4-0, trying to make a play to get back in the game, but right now can't find anything. As Trash doesn't even care that the Ari is here. He's going to still walk forward because he knows that Dracana does not want a piece of him after missing everything there. Man, Cat is my BB must be so annoyed by this Shen. Because anytime they try to recall in lane, he just walks up. Sometimes he gets the little bonk in, sometimes not.
I don't know. I think that's what I like to call a BM recall, anyways. I don't know if it's meant to truly recall back to base or not.
I don't know because I don't think you're really going to tilt the Shen player. Like, the Shen player is probably already tilted. You know, he's thinking, oh, man, yeah, I wanted to play a carry, but no, I'm just on Shen, so, well,
Whoa,
whatever.
whoa, whoa.
I,
You're trying to tell me Shin is not a carry?
I am trying to say that, yes.
Hmm. That is a gross error in judgment.
So, like, the Shen player right now is in a very close mental state to me when I play Nautilus. Hold on here, Casino. You can't be in your own jungle, buddy. And Dowd is godlike on that Dark Tech as a double stun lays in here. But up we go. The big ulti will save Marion for now. Very low health. You don't want to stick around in a lane like this. One Dark Sphere landing onto the Ash means another kill for easy stay safe.
Yeah, not seeing a lot of great hooks so far out of Woody this game. One or two landed here
Oh,
or
what's
there.
going on here? Ash ulti got the stun, and in comes Rakan with the follow. Didn't commit the charmer to Woody, so he might be able to walk on out of here. The exhaust not going to save him. So he does go down to the gank. Dracana clawing their way back into this one with a couple good roams so far. This one finally pays off.
Yeah, Ari identifying that, she can't really lane anymore against this Kindred.
Yeah.
It's going to be a battle of
Neither
how
can
much are they
Cat.
giving up.
As in comes a taunt plus the Nunu ball. Drops the Fiora down to very low health. Stay Safe is not interested in the tower. Maybe he should be with Casino waiting in the wings. But Casino going to be charging forward here again. Very aggressive, but knows enough just to stay on that wave. You already know the Nunu's top. You don't want to tangle with the terror there. Trash continues to be an absolute menace. stopping these recalls. But that might be a bad play for him, as he's dropped low here. Now the Shadow is going to be committed to sort of keep Tentacle safe and build him to go back in, but the charm means that the ball just falls on off.
And that's another stack onto this Kindred. We're up to 9 stacks already here. It's 16 minutes in. That's gonna exponentially increase the damage out of this already fed carry.
And they pick up the Rift Herald there. That entire sort of sequence was very sloppy. I feel like what's not sloppy is the amount of CC coming on Dracona there. Not much to say other than get game played. You could probably move for about 0 seconds throughout that entire sequence.
That is the very definition of a well-performed CC lock.
Okay, flash forward, we'll find the stun onto Casino, and in comes Trash. He doesn't get the taunt. Staysafe dies to the tower, so that's less than ideal. But what is ideal is an 11th kill onto Endowed, and this inhib is dropping 16:45 into game. Let's talk about that isn't ideal, really, because what are you going to do with it? All you're going to do is watch your super minions walk into the base and get the carries on the side of coin flip a little more ahead. Might not matter, as Endowed is taking this game maybe a bit too far and unable to put down the Lancer Spite before she goes down there. So Overstep trying to 1v3, flash from Woody, make some distance, I suppose.
Yeah, and that's another instance of CC lock just not letting champion play the game. We see the Lancer Spite still available to the Kindred here, but between the Ash ult and the charm coming out of Ari, just was not able to capitalize on it. And that may
Yeah.
spell a dragon here for the side of coin flip.
I think that Sapphire should still be able to secure this one. It'll be a 4v3, most likely Lulu if you are not able to get there in time. And of course, it's very hard to steal against Nunu. Woody might even be able to find a nice hook here. No, we'll go wide Casino. Prize for the steal, just going to get blown up before it can even make it to the pit. And yeah, this one will solidly be going over to Sapphire. They got 3 Drakes, 18 minutes in, looking for the Cloud Soul.
Yeah, and to address a question coming out of chat, indeed, Gavin Dougie Fresh is on the team of Amethyst, not in this game currently.
Yeah, he's a traitor.
A traitor?
Yeah. Bro, I thought us staffers were supposed to stick together, man.
Well, you're more than welcome to try out for my lovely Citrine team, which is in your elo.
Oh, wait, are our staff allowed to play now? What?
Certain staff below, like, I believe it's moderator level, since they're
Am I
not
below
true
moderator
staff.
level?
Indeed, you are.
What the hell, man? Okay, nice hook. Will force out the cleanse. Casino drops there. Sort of just glossing over these fights. All you need to know is that Endowed has 12 kills.
Yeah, Endowed
That's
was there. Endowed hit them with an arrow, and they died.
any damage you see coming out of Sapphire is likely just coming from the Kindred. As we see, Tentacle's in the middle of 4 of them right now, but he's got Trash Blades on his back, so really just zoning there. They're not going to be able to find anything out of the tower just yet. And good pickup there from Tentacle. Realizes how far ahead Endowed is. Will put the Knight's Vow down onto her. So the 2 big tanks just making space there onto the tower. Now able to siege it. But yeah, like I said, not really too much point in the inhib being down here because they can't pressure mid. They don't have the Baron. It's not even up yet.
They could
And
very easily force this 20-minute Baron with the amount of extra damage coming off these Kindred marks.
And that might even just be able to solo it for all I know.
That's a little harder than you think it is, but between Nunu and Endowed, very
Yeah,
easy to
both
pick that up.
definitely have to watch out. We'll go down lightning quick. But right now, despite the 10 kill lead, despite the 2 towers, the Rift Herald, the Dragons, it's currently only a 5k gold deficit at 20.
And that entire 5k is pretty much in the mid lane.
That is true. We see Fiora about 12, or no, yes? Yeah, 1200. I don't know. I don't do math these days, man. 1200 ahead for Fiora. versus 1400 ahead for Nunu. 5K on to Endowed as we see that number's going to go up by 300, probably not even 300, honestly, based off of the 1-7 scoreline of Casino. Go up a little bit more there. 13th kill of the game. We see Andromeda very slowly clear out a warrior. Yeah, here comes the Baron. Endowed isn't even here yet. But that should take about 20 seconds at most, I would guess. Trash might be a little caught out here. Beautiful charm will catch him on the end of that Twilight Dash. However, yeah, the Baron goes down, so mission accomplished for the side of Sapphire. Obviously, you kind of want to keep your split pusher up there to have the Baron, but unfortunately, not going to happen.
And that's not the worst member to die if they're able to go apply a lot of pressure. We do have the Shin ultimate available now as soon as he is alive. So they could look to 1-3 currently.
Yeah, that's true. They could also just 5-man mid, roll on in there with Tentacle, have the Shen on his back, see what shakes out there. Instead, it looks like they're just going to posture around the dragon, set up some wards, maybe take control of this jungle. Maybe just take control of the enemy team's life here as in goes Woody. He's got the Shen on him, but he flashes out, so it might be a little hard for Trash Plays to find anything. And Dow's just charging in the 1v4 here. Has to pop the ult to keep herself alive, but now in comes the chase. Everyone's flashing forward under the tower. Draconic gonna drop alongside Andromeda. And now Marion Cross, what did you do to get yourself into that situation? Just goes down in the middle of 5 there. That should be the game. They got the bot wave. They're not all pushing it. Maybe Endowed wants to get the mid hit again for good old memory's sake.
Yeah, I don't know if that's quite necessary, but they should have enough time here to close it up.
Without Endowed, it will likely result in another team fight. I have a feeling that they could probably take that team fight and win it if they want. Instead, it looks like they might just pull out and go. Maybe? No, it'll just be Trash teleporting back in here. They want the Nexus Towers at the very least. In comes
Yeah, and
teleport 1 tower down. Make it 2. As we see Trash zoning everyone all by himself. He stands alone, but he's all he needs here. So much damage being pumped into him, but does he even feel it? He might here in the end gonna drop, but the Nexus will follow him to the grave. Game 1 will be going the way of Sapphire after a beautiful display of skill from Endowed and the rest of the team.
yeah, that was a mid-difference game for sure.
For sure. So yeah, you love to see that Sapphire comes out swinging here in week 1, picks up the first dub of their season. Hopefully, many more will follow. This is a best of 3, I do believe.
I
I
usually
think,
assume that unless told
yeah,
otherwise.
probably. Right? It's got to be.
I would imagine so.
Peek at the damage charts, guys.
Right?
Oh,
Right?
we know Kindred dominated.
Yeah, but hello.
Hmm.
Yeah, you know. She only did 7K more than they are. So is it really mid diff? You know, who can say? Of course, just joking there. Beautiful game from Endowed. So I don't know what the plan is from here on out, if we're going to break or if we're just hopping right back into the lobby.
I have not received an invite as of yet. We could probably pretty safely step away a moment. I don't know about you, but I want to grab some water real quick, so I will return
Imagine not
shortly.
bringing 2 drinks. Amateur. All right, yeah. So I guess we'll be taking a quick little break here. Stay tuned for game 2 of the series.
Fake commercial. Oh, they're jumping right into it.
Yeah, so actually I lied. We are hopping right back into lobby. Mayhaps. I can pull up the screen again.
Oh, wait. What? Where did I? Oh, you changed your name. That's what happened.
That did happen, yes.
Which you, I can't remember which you changed it to.
It is not duty Sag.
Yeah, okay. I see you there. Why did you do that?
Because whenever I play on my on the Team Liquid community team, our coaches always puts me on Nautilus duty, and it makes me feel Sag.
Yeah, as a fellow support main, let me tell you, I feel you.
Honestly, I enjoy it because it lets my brain turn into soup for a good 30 minutes.
I mean, the true brain soup is playing Yumi, I feel like.
I don't know, man. Because whenever you're on Nautilus, man, you see an enemy champion, and it's like, is his health bar more full than yours? If not, if you have more health, I mean, you could just press Q on him. It'll probably work.
Pro-draft link, please. I want the pro-draft. Thank you.
There you go.
Oh, look at that. We got the pro draft ready this time. So Sapphire going to be on blue side this time around. Let's see what finds its way on the ban list. Zillion, the first one. They've studied Time Lord Bjergsen too much and decided that any of his disciples are too dangerous. He kept alive and immediately
Banning out
point.
the Kindred.
Yeah, they don't want another taste of that one. That is for sure. Hecarim, Yumi, Set also finding their ways, and Shen as well. Going to be taken away from trash plays this time around. He did pretty well on it. Able to survive the Fiora lane quite nicely despite repeated ganks up there. It makes sense to see it find the ban table, and now Sapphire will first pick the Ashe. The Caitlyn is available.
Very interesting strategy not to first pick the Caitlyn there.
Yeah, she was hit with that 5 movement speed nerf, which, of course, if you ever been on Reddit or whatever, they can tell you that it's a really big deal. But the Jin gonna be the response. No Caitlyn at all this time around. But yeah, on that 5 movement speed nerf, it is of course a little less impactful due to the range of Caitlyn. Because she's already so far away, it doesn't make as much of a difference as it was on Irelia with the melee auto attacks. But still, apparently, that nerf is significant enough for both teams to pass on Caitlyn, as well as Senna doesn't find the pick here. That's also a little bit interesting.
A very early priority on the Cassiopeia.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
excuse me, that is going to be Nami.
of course, Pro Draft is a perfect program, so not sure what's up with that. Yeah, Nami Jin, yeah, it works. Jin, of course, rising back into popularity, especially as the Ash counter. But Nami has fallen off a little bit, but a good Nami player can still pull it off. Karma and Ivern gonna be pressing E to bring all the shields onto the carries of Sapphire, but thus far it's just the Ash. We'll have to see what they pick up for Endowed there, because after last game, I think it would be quite foolish to not trust her to carry this one as well. Last pick of the first half of draft here. 4 coin flip will be the Kled into the instant Jarvan ban. That's quite interesting. I feel like Jarvan is not a very significant pick.
What do
If
you think the
anything,
chances of the classic Rengar top here is alongside that Ivern jungle?
um, I, eh, I know literally nothing about any of the champion pools in this game, but generally, Shen and Rengar players do not tend to overlap. And I feel like if you're a Rengar top player at all, you're a Rengar top main. No one just has that in like their back pocket. That's like a full front pocket type deal, you know. Looks like another pro draft slip up with the ban there.
Looks like it's gonna be Skarner.
Garner. Right. So that is the Ivern the actual pick?
Yes, there's been nothing said to the contrary.
Does Coinfoot know that Ivern is the actual pick?
I would,
Because
yeah. Skarner
hmm,
top is quite the menace.
right. I'm not too familiar, like I just said, with trash players. Champion pool. It may include Jarvan and Skarner.
I was about to be like, hold up, wait, not everyone who plays Skarner's top is trash.
Yeah.
Uh, hold, hold on. They did mention someone is supposed to be Nami. So.
Yeah,
Right.
Cassiopeia
Cassiopeia.
on the side of Coinfoot.
Yeah.
Okay. My bad.
Yeah, so the mist
So-
band is Skarner. The snake lady is actually gonna be a fish lady.
right. So the Kled was
Jesus.
picked, and they say, we don't want our Kled laning against Jarvan or Skarner. And instead, it will be Maokai.
What a interesting draft.
Yeah, and now the Nami will be picked. I presume
Wait,
that's supposed to be the
Na-
Cassiopeia.
Nami is Cassio.
Yeah, a bit of a shuffle there.
Okay, so they obviously swapped. All right, cool.
Yeah, so
Right.
those two picks are reversed.
Don't worry, I'm putting it up for the stream, so they're fine.
Oh, beautiful. And Katarina as well. The pick into the Cassiopeia. I don't know how that one works, Bob, but
A lot of disruption from the side of Sapphire for that Katarina. Um,
mhm,
You have a lot of this engage, but not a lot of consistent damage, honestly. It'll be interesting to see how team fights play out between all the massive amount of shields coming out of Karma, Ivern. You have Cassiopeia is able to self-sustain fairly well on her own, and you throw those shields on top of it, and it's that much better. And then you have the utility of Ashe and Maokai. This is gonna truly come down to a battle of the mid laners. How well that Katarina can avoid those interruptions to her ult, and how well this Cassiopeia can just very quickly decimate these tankier players of the coin flip side.
mhm. Once again, the game is being placed in the hands of Endowed. Based off the last game, a wise decision. We'll see what they can do this time around. If Coin Flip wins this one, it does go to 1-1, and I presume we have a game 3. If not, Sapphire has a chance to come out strong here with a dominating 2-0 in the first week of Wolfpack Gold.
Well, now let me see. If you really want to play Guess That Skin, you should probably start now rather than wait until 10 seconds till the game starts.
We were discussing important things last game. Man, come on.
Very true.
All right,
Except not really.
Cassiopeia. You think they go for the Spirit Blossom? Because she was running the Spirit Blossom Kindred last game. Think they stick with the theme?
I
Hold
personally
on.
think it's going to be a
Hold on,
turnip.
hold on. Cat is my BB. Of course picks the Katarina.
Huh.
Huh. I'm presuming that this will be a lane swap. Kled mid can work. Katarina top. I mean, that's a long way to go collect your 200 or your 2 sacks of gold in the bottom lane.
Especially against Maokai, I feel like that is just not a lane that
Yeah.
Katarina is ever really able to play into on her own.
So it's likely going to be a lane swap. But yeah, Cat is my BB. Maybe trying to bring out the one trick. See how that works. Wasn't loving the Fiora last game.
So you think it's going to be Spirit Blossom, Cassiopeia? I think I'm going to go with Eternum.
I hope not. I hate that skin, man.
I'm not a huge fan of it, but it tends to be the favored scan as far as I have seen.
Mm-hmm.
Jin, Nami. I think having seen our plethora of e-girl-esque skin and champions so far out of this Andromeda player, that's gonna force me into the e-girl skin pick. 10
Wow.
points if you know
Okay.
what I'm talking about.
Who are they? Who are they playing? Nami.
Nami.
Are you implying the one where she has feet? The like sacred splendid staff? That one?
She has feet in that one?
Yeah, on a recall animation. It's very strange.
Interesting. Well, that is the skin I was insinuating, yes. Splendid
Wait,
Staff
wait.
Nami.
That's like one of my favorite skins. What are you
Oh,
saying?
I love that skin. But every girl who plays Nami will run that skin.
I see how it is, man. Call me an e-girl.
Let me just say, I also run that skin.
And we all know how you stand. So okay. So any I'm feeling a charred Maokai. Feeling it in my bones. My bones, of course, have historically always been wrong when it comes to skin picks, but this
Yeah.
time for sure. I want to say Police Volibear. I know a lot of players like the wee woo. As long as you don't play for Cloud9, you should be fine there. Ivern, I'm feeling base.
I don't think it's gonna be base Ivern. I think it's gonna be the Dunk Master.
Mm. Something like
Uh,
Doesn't
Katarina,
he
I
have a
feel.
candy one?
Yeah,
he does.
I feel like it's gonna be candy.
yeah. I feel like Katarina one tricks. I feel like it's gonna be. I believe it's Mercenary, the one that has the.
Ah.
I that that's the Katarina skin you gotta fear right there.
What about Warring
Uh,
Kingdoms? It's kind of oldish.
I think it's gonna be Slaybell Katarina.
Oh, true.
I'm
Yeah.
going Mercenary or like the desert one.
Can't pick two skins.
Well, she's got how many does she have, man?
Doesn't matter. It's not part of the
Quite.
game.
I pick all of Katarina's skins,
Yeah,
including
all.
base. I win.
You're
Yeah,
basically being like, okay, it's not
well,
base, so I win. If she's wearing a skin
I
at all, I win.
I predict 2 out of like 15 skins. Sue me, dude.
I think for Volibear, I think you're also gonna be wrong. I think we're gonna see Luchador Volibear, the El
Uh,
Rayo.
I sure hope not. Yeah, that really was a skin line they made, huh?
Oh yeah,
Wow,
I think it worked for Braum.
I forgot that Brom had one. Yeah, the
Uh,
Brom one works.
I'm thinking we're gonna see Championship Ash
I feel like Stay Safe's the Project Andy.
versus Project Karma. Karma's always a tough one, but I think I always like to stick with Winter Wonder.
I'm hoping for a Dark Star. I really like that skin. Jin, based off of the Cosmic last game, I'm gonna go with Dark Star.
I think I'm gonna go with Blood Moon for Jin.
Hmm. Marion Cross. Yeah, that could make sense. Cled's gonna be base.
I think Cled's gonna be base skin. I think I'm gonna go with Count Cledula.
I hope for our viewing experience that you are incorrect. Man, they really made Cled players wait that long for that, huh? All right, we
It's
will
a pretty
be
good skin.
moving into loading screen here. And as we do, Iowa, I got a question for you, buddy.
Yeah, what's that, Oceans?
Have you ever felt like your gaming room just didn't have that perfect scent?
Yeah. Sometimes you're on those long gaming
Oh,
sprees. You know, you start getting those fumes
yeah.
in there.
Well, in that case, I have a perfect product for you.
What's
We
that?
are happy to be partnering with Lazy Lizard Co. Candles to be bringing you these games. And let me tell you, they have so many unique scents and such long burn times that you won't even have to worry about your room not smelling perfectly. Lazy Lizard Co. is a small batch curated candle shop which uses all natural ingredients. If you get one of these bad boys, your gaming atmosphere won't just be improved just a little bit. It won't just be like a nice background scent. You'll be living the high life with one of these candles. Let me tell you, man. If I could have one in my dorm room, I would, but unfortunately, it's a fire hazard to have an open flame or something. I don't know who writes the rules. They're probably wrong. But if you go to lazylizardcandles.com, you can enjoy a generous 15% discount on all Lazy Lizard candles when you use the code CCG15. Non discounted candles only, and you cannot combine with sales or other offers.
And let me tell you, these are going to be quality candles because these are candles made by candle connoisseurs.
Yeah. Many thanks to Lazy Lizard for sponsoring us and this stream. Make sure to check them out. And now, once Nat's computer loads in the game, we can get back to the action.
My bad.
Oh, I'm sitting here waiting at
Oh
0.
yeah, we're actually a minute into game on the
My
main
bad.
screen. Oh man. I already want to pause it at 110, Nat, maybe 115.
In game pause. 120.
Okay. I will get us there.
18, 19, 20.
All right, and then 3, 2, 1, click.
And there we go. We're all ready to kick this one off.
Sorry, I'm texting on
Game
the phone.
2 here. Minions are clashing, and it is Kled mid. Dracona not giving up their homeland. Cat is by BD is running the Ignite up there. Not sure how much kill pressure you really have onto a Maokai. Definitely looking for the plays. I was
Yeah,
correct in the mid skins at the very least.
you were right on a couple of accounts. We did have Project Ash.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Uh,
Ward and Karma. Oh, the SKT bot lane too. Oh,
yeah, it looks like they went for the matching skins. I
yeah.
almost guarantee you that's why I was off.
Yeah, I forgot all about SKT Nami, man. Yeah, I do really like Ward and Karma as well. I feel like Warden's one of the best skin lines in the game, honestly. They're nice, simple, got good, clean aesthetics. Oh, it's Christmas tree, Maokai.
That's another quite popular one.
And we only caught a brief glimpse of it, but I believe it was the Deathsworn Katarina. Yes, indeed, it is. You hate to see that one, honestly. Too edgy, you know.
Yeah, and we actually have
Thousand
Monster
Phoenix, yeah.
Volibear.
Okay, we're gonna be getting a little bit of early action here. Already trying to set up Cat as my BB to get the kills here. Flash for Casino, but he didn't have the Q active. So
Yeah,
Trash is able to flash out of that gank nice and safe.
looks like trying to apply a lot of pressure here early on to this Maokai to give Katarina a little bit of breathing room to get into this game.
Also interesting to note, based off the chat, they are pinging out Katarina's Ignite, but that was not used. So maybe that might come back to bite them. I don't know how aggressive the Maokai's really gonna get. Maybe might overstay a little bit. Might even come back to haunt him right here as Cat is going even more aggressive. We got the Conqueror stacked up. The Ignite might not be used. Maybe thinking that she doesn't quite have the damage, but I think maybe could have pulled it off.
I think that would have been a very risky, close one for her.
Hey,
Probably best to hold on to it for the more sure kill.
that's how Katarina has to play the game on the knife's edge. His double have taught you nothing. I
Looks
guess
like
so.
looks like both supports trying to get a little frisky here. Both running spell thieves this game, but not a lot of trading so far. But we see Ivern trying to potentially set something up here.
hmm Interesting to see him playing around the Karma Ash. I feel like that lane just sort of shoves in and does not let the enemy team out of the back there. Ivern was also sitting on a ward, so no real threat there. Oh, a root under the tower here for Cat means that they'll take 2 tower shots. So
Yeah.
maybe has to be a little bit more careful here. Maokai does have a decent bit of kill pressure if we're being honest here.
Very true, and I mean, just that sustainability in that lane for him is huge. Big fight here in the
Okay,
bot
2v2
river.
skirmish. Already, Tentacle forced to flash out. He's being dropped so low. With all the damage coming out of that Kled W and the rest of Coin Flip, if that's their names, yep, is roaming up here. At least in bot lane. So, Tentacle able to get himself out there. It did look a little bit risky at the start, as now we see Cat going forward even more, but still not committing all the way. Drakon is in a bad space. Up until Endowed backs out because she is out of mana right now. But a little bit more in that blue bar with a spell of death for Dracana has. Oof.
Oof, barely gets away on that recall.
hmm I always forget that they changed the saplings to not do damage on the lane. It always makes me so sad, man.
It's like Sapphire bot lane looking to get a back here, but we do have Volibear hovering.
Alternative plans are on the cards. They'll just get pushed back a little bit. And now we see a lane swap here. Kazma BB wants to try her luck against the snake this time around. Probably going to be a bit more of an explosive matchup at the very least. Okay, good bubble here, plus the W, plus the Volibear coming in means that Stay Safe should be dead here. Not even going to bother to burn the summer spells. Maybe could have gotten out there between the flash and the heal if she was running the Ash was running the Nimbus cloak.
Yeah,
Never, not even gonna try.
especially with the Volibear still not having flash back up from that initial top gank.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of miscommunication there. But regardless, it's a kill bot lane and the dragon or coin flips. So this one going a little bit better for them in the start.
And ultimately, that's how this Sapphire team is built, right? You have this huge scaling champion here in the mid lane that you're basically basing your whole team around. You have the Ashe that's able to do all right in lane, but mostly being used in this instance for a bit of sustained damage and that most important utility ult. You know, getting some vision off your E, getting that huge mass AoE stun. Then you have all these shields, just keep that Cassiopeia as healthy as possible as you look into these team fights around objectives here in the next probably 7 to 10 minutes.
And like you said, it's all about the Cassiopeia. And even if the Jin gets ahead, unless he's one-shotting everyone, it's really not going to be enough no matter how fed you are. Cassiopeia is still probably going to kill you in like 3-4 E's. Kana here taking a bad fight. Not quite knocked off his mount there. He got some good stirrups in place. But yeah, a little concerning to see him lose that duel. I feel like Maokai is sort of the quintessential punching bag of the top lane.
Yeah, and
Oh,
Kled,
Flash W here will get the dismount, and an Ivern will hit the root. It'll be easy to clean up here on Dracana. The last little green swirly Q will come out of the Ivern for that kill.
yeah, Kled is meant to have a really good
Oh,
matchup here because of his anti-healing built straight into his kit to cut down on some of that viability of Maokai's ability just to sustain in this lane off of his passive.
yeah, good Flash W there. Good follow up from Tentacle Trap. Will land the Tree Brothers a kill up there. Ivern not gonna do, or he does a decent bit with the kill, honestly. Gets him closer to those big supportive items, which honestly sometimes can be more important than the damage items for some of the carries.
Yeah, and interestingly, he hasn't had a lot of great ability to gank early as of yet, but definitely picking up those Moby boots, looking to just secure all across the map, keep everyone shielded up and healthy while he doesn't have to fight these camps, which is a great option. Peace and love.
I will also be interested to see if he still goes the Arden Sensor first. Because right now it's just Ash that's going to be auto attacking on the side of Sapphire. And while, of course, you never really want to say, okay, Endowed, you're the only carry. You're the only one doing damage here. We're not going to play around the Ash at all. But it might be a little bit inefficient because obviously Cassiopeia not going to auto attack. Karma auto attacks for like passive or her ulti cooldown, but not really a big auto attacker.
I think wanting to
Maokai,
play around these team objectives, get the group together, have the Cassiopeia be there. Redemption's probably going to be my pick of what he's going to pick up first.
yeah. We also see a Forbidden Idol on Karma, which I do not approve of and do not recommend for anyone trying to play Karma at home because Athene's is just so strong, so ridiculous, especially on Karma who can actually utilize the sort of damage conversion. So it's strange to see the idol picked up. There might not be a lot of communication between jungle and support on builds. You don't want to see two Ardents. You also don't really want to see two Redemptions. So maybe the Karma just goes for Ardent. He's more likely to be playing around the Ash.
Some large pickups here in the top lane with that Herald
Oh,
onto the
mid
Ash that we're gonna.
lane. We're not going to see the fight mid because we're watching bot right now, but already Marion drops so low the sapling and not going to get empowered by the bush and won't even find Jin to begin with. And mid lane Cat is my VB, dropped so low by Endowed. Flashes were burned on both sides, and now we still see Trash going for it. He doesn't have the mana though. Unfortunate. Just a little bit more would have let Andromeda be smashed by the brambles there.
Yeah, hopefully we don't see him overstay here, as we do see Volibear collapsing onto the bottom lane.
Luckily, it looks like he's making his exit right about now. Also, interesting to note that there was no petrifying gaze in the mid lane in that 1v1. Even if it's very hard to get the stun onto a Katarina, you might even still want to use it there in such a close fight. The slow plus the damage would have been enough to pick up the kill there.
You say that, but with a team built around the sustained damage of Cassiopeia, I think saving it for an upcoming objective like Dragon in the event that they want to come in for a fight here is actually a very good decision.
Looks like no fight will be had as the Crystal Arrow goes wide of the mark. Maybe Casino wants some, like you just said, the ulti's still up for Endowed, so they want to play around that in the jungle. Okay, in comes Scouts, my baby shit into 1v4 already. In comes the curtain call as well. This is a very good fight for coin flip thus far. Woody's down. Trash plays will follow. Down goes Endowed in just another second. The Shunbo finds the kill and a beautiful bubble will lock up. Stay safe. So already it's a 1-for-4. Ivern able to dip out the backside. Didn't even help his team at all there.
A huge fight for coin flip there.
Off the back of two beautiful bubbles from Andromeda, and then Cat going in on the front line 1v4, not even breaking a sweat in that one. Able to find, I believe, 2 kills over the course of that fight. Was a lot of damage to let the rest of the team clean it up.
I talked about how this would be a battle of which mid laner could do their job a little better. That right there, the Katarina diving in like that and not being disrupted on her ult for quite a while was very surprising to me. I mean, you have so
We
many
see
ways to
another
interrupt it.
one here, and Dowd gonna go down there pretty soon. You have to expect able to slip into the bottom river for now, but Katarina, it won't be on the chase. Barely. And Dowd escapes with her life there, and now Cat is my BB saying, hey, it's in my name. Where was the ban?
I don't believe we saw a Katarina ban in the first game either.
Yeah, mayhaps lane or luring Sapphire into false sense of security. I mean, he didn't pick a game one. He's their top laner. You can't play top lane Katarina. On this one, they did for half the game, and now he's going mid. And Dowd was doing well before that team fight really swung the matchup in favor of the Katarina. So right now, not much action going on across the rift. We'll see. Next objective is a minute 30 on that rift herald. See if they can put her on the top side a little bit more.
Yeah, I mean, topside is one that Sapphire's opened up already, so it'll be interesting to see if Maokai can just keep the pressure and allow them to get a Herald secure here, or if they're going to be able to transition those 2 kills on Katarina um, and potentially contest it.
Mm-hmm.
We see Katarina roaming bot here, though, and I'm
Yeah,
not
this
sure
is
how we're...
dangerous. No vision is on the map. In comes the tidal wave. Will knock up two, plus another bubble will mean that Woody's already dead. Cat rips through them all, finds the double. So, like I was saying, if you play the top lane Katarina, it's a long walk for those 2 sacks of gold. In we go again. Cat wants 2 more. Endowed the target for now. Beautiful root, but it's
Ooh.
just out of range of the petrifying gaze, and I don't believe it would have landed the stun either way. So just so much pressure coming out of Cat right here. Just sort of swinging the fights around her, making sure that anywhere that she goes, that is the strong side of the map. 4 coin flip. Weak
Yeah,
side of the map might be top lane here, as Trash Plays will get the knockback, but won't save her too much longer. The advancing roots find 2 roots, but Stormbringer gonna come in as well. They're gonna burn down the tree. The flash away might be enough to save him, but no, the Rolling Thunder should be up. They won't opt to chase further into the river. So Trash
yeah,
Plays actually gets out there.
I talked about these easy ways to empty Katarina's ult, but one of the easiest is with the Maokai Q. So not having him in some of these fights that she's involved in early on is going to be actually quite rough for them.
He was in that last devastating team fight on the bot side, but like you said, just no one was interrupting it, and we see again Cat gonna go onto the tower this time. Gonna flash just for style. But a solo kill in the mid lane, and Dowd not able to match the pressure that Cat's putting out right here.
Yeah, that's exactly how you want to play this. The Cassiopeia has not been able to get as ahead as she maybe would have liked to have been by this point. So still stacking up that Seraph's Embrace. Haven't really had a chance to even pick up another full component of another item yet. It's definitely falling a little bit behind. I believe Sapphire should probably just posture to give this dragon and focus on getting farmed up and back in the game.
Giving up 1 Cloud Soul, or 1 Cloud Drake, rather, is not going to be the end of the world. Right now, it just rides on getting this snake back on track.
I will say,
Everything
however,
else.
a Cloud Soul on the team of this coin flip side when they're
Oh,
relying so heavily on this Katarina sounds terrifying.
yeah, the Stormbringer from Volley and the charge from Kled going to be even more powerful with those as well. Jin Uh, yeah, you know.
Trust me, as the resident Vel'Koz player, Cloud Soul feels terrible. Anything where you're rooted in place and it's like, wow, I got increased movement speed while I'm rooted here.
Yeah. Cat will at least be able to make use of it a little bit because I don't think her ulti will take the full duration. And I don't know, sometimes you're not really going to be channeling the full one. Goodbye, Woody. You've walked into a bush with no vision. Flash going to be committed from Casino as well. This one might get a little bit hairy for the side of Coin Flip. Going too far into the jungle will leave you breathless. Down goes Casino. So what should have been an easy pick there turns into some bad CC layering and just lets Woody flash out, and then Casino bit off more than he could chew.
Yeah, that's getting a little hungry there in that fight. I mean, they basically should have been able to burn that Flash Summoner for free and look to punish it slowly over time. But just continuing to chase that far into the jungle is a bit of a mistake there from the side of Coin Flip.
Yeah, CC layering as well. It was just Volibear Q and Nami were burnt at the same time, and the Nami bubble was not there for the follow up, so Casino could just or not Casino, sorry, Woody could just flash out of there. So a bit of synergy issues there to iron out, but it shouldn't be that big of a deal. And now Endowed started to fire back. Got the Seraphs completed, got the Iron Shield as well if needed. So this
Yeah,
tank does still pump out a ton of damage.
yeah, and a well-placed miasma locking down this Katarina is enough time as this Cassiopeia begins scaling and scaling that she'll eventually just be able to kill her without her being able to do anything.
Yeah, I will say so far, despite the results of the 1v1, the miasmas have been on point as we see Woody maybe a little bit too far aggressive. Doesn't have the flash, might not need it, not going to be able to use it regardless as the CC comes through. Marion going to just walk on under there, find one more shot. So, a little confused by the bubble from Andromeda, but the rest have been on point, so we'll let it slide. Yeah, Woody, you can't be running up that far, even if you're just in the 1v1, honestly.
That's
Seriously.
true blue gold gameplay right there.
Okay, so we do see the redemption into the Fiends from Ivern. Woody's still working on the Ardent Sensor. You'll get there someday.
I think Artisans are a fine pickup from one of them, especially from Karma, who's just shielding the whole team. Someone in there's got to be auto attacking somewhere.
True, true. But it just hurts so much to miss out on the Athenes as we see Stay Safe walking over Ward's gonna get knocked up, but will take a little bit longer to kill as in comes Cat finally. In comes the charge as well. The cast ult will find a stun onto Casino, but not much more will happen. But now, Trash Player actually going to be going further and further in, but the rest of the team is not there to follow up. You're tanky, but you're not that tanky. The curtain call cutting them off. And actually, Marion does find the snipe on the Ivern. Casino barely falls in the end, but will be a traded tank. His Cat is still going forward. Maybe goes for that dagger. Do you have the cojones? They do. It's an ace for Coin Flip. The tower will fall mid. They might look for another.
Yeah, it was a lot of patience shown by this Katarina player, just showing how much mastery they have and why they have put this in their summoner name.
True, true. Oh, is that the Battle Academia? Actually, that's not Deathsworn, is it? Oh no. Oh no. That's rough right there.
Very rough indeed.
Yeah, that is Battle Academia, not Deathsworn. Dealing out some lessons. Maybe going for the solo Drake? Hey, you're that far ahead. Go for it, man. Not gonna have the rest of the squad with her. So second Cloud Drake goes over to the side of Coin Flip. They are firmly in the driver's seat of this one. About 6K ahead of 23 minutes. Maybe was a little bit less of a gold lead at 20 than what they saw from Sapphire last game, but now firing back pretty well in this series. Still have to close it out because despite being 1-3-1, the Cassiopeia is starting to get pretty big.
Yeah, and we see about a 6K gold lead right now. That's very easily closed by one misplaced team fight from the side of this coin flip team. And as this Cassiopeia has been hoping to do most of the game, just getting back into it, scaling to this point, I think they can look to give over this Cloud Soul even potentially to just look for power spikes around their ability to contest this Baron, contest this Elder Dragon, and look for a way back into this game, despite having given up so much.
Baron's up. Neither team has really been moving around. Trash Plays has been pushed up in this top lane so much this game. I'm not really sure what's going on there to allow him to beat Dracana in the 1v1. I suppose he does have the Sunfire versus just the Titanic, but other than that, it's strange to see it going the way of the Maokai.
And with objectives the way they are right now, I'd like to see this Maokai transition into this bot lane and look for that outer turret in the bot lane.
Yeah. However, it is bot lane to be the choice of Cat here. Maybe you don't want Maokai matching into that.
I think Maokai is the one person that could 1v1 this Katarina.
That's a bold one. I don't think there is one person at this point.
I think Maokai could easily do it.
Well, I hope for Trash Play's sake that you are correct.
Now it looks like they're opting to keep the Cassiopeia down here, which is fine. You want her over in a long lane, getting leveled up, catching all this farm. Definitely not missing anything out to towers, which is very good placement from their point. They definitely need to continue farming up this jungle, and again, just looking to farm their way back into this game.
Gold lead has ballooned out to about 7K now. We'll get chopped down a little bit as they pick up the waves mid. Now we see Cat going for it all, but maybe a little bit too far forward. Gets rooted up. Not going to find the kill, though, as the entire cavalry is here. Does the arrow...
They looked for that miracle arrow to pick up that shutdown, and you miss the shots you don't take.
Yeah, they weren't using it for much anyways. Oh, excuse me, sorry.
Now it looks like that is going to cost them their outer top turret here. Another little bit of a gold injection flowing over to this side of the coin flip team.
Yep. So everything, after a breakneck early game, looks like everything's slowing down here. The rampage of Cat is my BB. Has slowed down for now, still sitting on 7 kills. Has not been shut down just yet.
Yeah, and importantly, getting Marion Cross just as fed up on the 6-0 and 4 scoreline, pulling quite a few levels ahead of this Ashe.
But the big thing to remember is that with that 700 gold shutdown, if even if it's just 1 kill, if Endowed kills this Katarina once, I feel like the game's almost even. Because that puts that champion so far ahead in gold compared to the rest of the players, as well as there's another shutdown. I feel like if Endowed manages to get the kills onto Cat and Marion, it's just game over. Because that's 14. Is that 2,000, 1,400? Who knows? There is a team fight here, and in goes Trash Plays already into the back lane, and Drama's going to drop, and that's not the priority target. Instead, right now, it will be Casino And now, beautiful twisted advance will find Cat as my BB. She's dropped so low, but can she make the play? Still no. Shutdown goes over to Easy Stay Safe, but now in comes Cled in the backline, but he's going to be met with a big, angry snake already doing a lot of damage. And now Marion Cross, you're 7-0, but it doesn't matter. It's a Maokai. 2-2 Maokai is greater than 7-0 Jin in this one. And that will be a one-team fight for Sapphire. That will be an Earn Cloud Drake at the Soul fight. And now they're back in it right here.
Yeah, they definitely gave up some wave priority there in the top lane, but just having their entire team there prior to Kled being able to TP his way in, they were to steamroll, pick out one or two people there at the start of the fight, and then Katarina couldn't even find a way into it. And that's that Maokai just diving in there. And Katarina, if you try an ult next to that Maokai, you're not doing anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we saw the start of that team fight. Looked like Andromeda had the play lined up. Everything was going to be fine for coin flip. But then Maokai just goes all the way into the back line. Finds huge disruption between the ulti and the Q. And then sticks around to find another twisted advance. A beautiful one here to dodge the bear trap on a rope. But still a bit of a risky fight. Maybe not, as he is just dodging even more damage. This is dumb what I'm watching, actually.
Maokai is a champion.
That's Black Cleaver, Last Whisper, doesn't matter. In this case, Andromeda's going down, but in comes huge damage on the backside from Mary. Fourth shot,
all
but
the
huge shield as well. And it's a 1k gold shutdown going the way of Stay Safe. That's 2k pumped onto the Ashe in the last few minutes. All of a sudden, he is ready to go and carry this game.
And that's that shield dominance I've been talking about. You know, Jin was like, okay, I got this kill cleaned up. Boom, you got Ivern shield. He's like, okay, this last shot has to have it. Karma shield. Shield on shield on shield.
Easy was at about 100 health there, and both times, just huge shields come through to keep him alive. It's got to be tilting for Marion.
I don't know how well they'll be able to siege here in the mid lane, but they are keeping that pressure up while Cassiopeia is grabbing this tower in the bot side. And we see with those two big shutdowns off these last two fights, our gold is evening up closer and closer.
Yeah, down to a 4k gold lead. And now, Ashe, despite being 5-5 versus 7-1, is only about 100 gold behind. And actually can hit X again. Mayhaps. Yeah, Cassiopeia is only about 1,000 behind the Katarina. The carries are about dead even. And that gold is so much more efficient on the Cassiopeia. She's absolutely massive. The Ashe is actually ahead of Cat right now. Easy Stay Safe has about 1.5k more. So the carries are even a little bit ahead on the side of Sapphire. Maybe not, actually. That's a dumb thing to say.
Yeah, I wouldn't say ahead. Everyone's just slightly behind though.
Yeah.
So where you had these large deficits before, you have Katarina versus Cassiopeia about 1,000. You're looking at Kled versus Maokai about 1,000. The big one, the big difference right now in that gold differential is going to be Ivern's falling behind quite a bit to this Volibear.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, it's an Ivern.
He's support 2.0 in the jungle.
He doesn't need gold. Yeah.
His items are very, very cheap because he builds these support items, so getting those gold injections onto him is actually very bad. So we see him over there with a 7 assists, and that's exactly where he wants to be, as he's bringing this Ashe closer and closer to even with this Jin.
And he can't buy an item that is more valuable than landing a Q onto the Katarina. But
speaking of his items, if you consider a pink ward his final items, he's almost 6 slotted.
True. That Ivern does have to live the support life in terms of build there.
Whereas we see Volibear over there with, if you count his jungle item, 2 completed items and some components.
Now we see a theme coming through for Woody. In comes a charge from the bottom side of the river. This might be bad for Sapphire. Already Woody drops so low, but the keep them safe for now. Stormbringer into the backline for Casino. And now, beautiful Shunpo from Cat will dodge the arrow, but can she get in? Yes, she can. She's exhausted though, and now it's time to free fire. 4 easy, stay safe up until the fourth shot comes through. Shut down. It's a crushing team fight win for Coinflip here. Fail flash from the jungler, and now it's just Endowed versus the world. It's looking like flashbacks of last game, but can she make the plays happen? She doesn't have to because they're backing out of this one.
Yeah,
Beautiful team fight to crush them right there.
and that should be a free soul secure from the side of coin flip. Asserting their dominance a little bit. They had a beautiful collapse onto this mid lane misposition. Cassiopeia, it's the exact opposite of what we saw in the last fight, where she had to TP a little safer, wasn't quite able to get into that fight when it mattered.
Caught behind a rock in a hard place as the Kled came in to the back line. We almost saw some heroics from Stay Safe, but unfortunately, this time there was no shields to counteract that big damage from the Jhin. That means that gets cut down before she can do her job.
Yeah, definitely the MVP of that fight for me was going to be Kled, though. His ability to just say, I'm going to press R and go, and we're going to catch these people out.
Yeah, almost like what we saw from Trash plays in that team fight, that Sapphire one. Ooh, uh-oh. This will be bad for Stay Safe. Killing spree picked up once again. Cat trying to get right back on track. And another thing, in that last team fight, a beautiful Shunpo directly over the arrow from Stay Safe. I was under the impression that it wasn't actually a blink. I thought it was just a very fast dash, but evidently you can just get on through there. Kled has a little bit of a hard time getting that ulti long enough, but hey, we've all been there, man.
Yeah, it is indeed a full-on blink.
Yeah, so crucial to dodge that. If that arrow lands, I don't think they would have had the damage to pick her there because it was just sort of Stay Safe by himself on the flank, but it surely would have stopped her from getting in. Maybe let Trash plays avoid death there. But instead, did get that team fight win, did get the pick on to Stay Safe, which means there's no chance at a Baron contest. That's just clean pickup there from Point.
Yeah, importantly though, with back-to-back objectives like that, the Baron will be down, and I think the big thing to look for here from the side of Sapphire is going to be potentially winning this Elder fight.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how well they can stay alive up until this point, save those inhibs, try and avoid that minion pressure for that fight is going to be really big.
Let's see here. What is the call? It looks like a 1-3-1. It is very hard to force onto this 3 here, especially when the Jhin isn't even there. He's back to base for his full build. Picks up the rapid fire cannon. Or no, the static shiv, my bad. Is that... I suppose. Maybe he was not feeling the need for the Phantom Dancer. But does pick up that 25% crit to round it up to 100.
I almost wonder if it would have been better to go like QSS and a Mercurial here with the amount of CC lockdown he may be facing.
Yeah, we will... Wait a second. What is the Nami building? Or no, Mikhail's doesn't build out of QSS anymore, does it?
No, it does not.
That's
She
so
looks to be
fancy.
building McHale's right now.
Okay, we see a dive here onto the big bad tree. The tower dies first, however, and now shielding coming through. They might be able to turn around. Woody there to save his top laner, save the wood in the tree. But that means that mid lane is wide open. This tree isn't beefy enough to brawl with the big boys just yet. Maybe they're looking for something, but with Cat lurking in the wings, they can't really go too much further. And uh-oh, Endowed, if we just learned anything, is that towers are not a safe space. They're not even turned on because in comes the Stormbringer, and that is so much damage coming in onto Endowed. Cleanly picked up there. The bear is absolutely massive. Thanks to
Yeah,
that
and that
elixir of
ability to
iron
turn
going.
off those towers, coming in real clutch in a couple of these scenarios.
I mean, if we're being honest here, does the Vault Bear really need the tower? I think that play would have worked either way. But still, fun to see the interaction, even if not really too impactful. Oh,
Oh my.
one auto attack. That wasn't even a fourth shot, was it?
Nope.
Yeah, that's a problem for the side of Sapphire in my expert analysis. If you get auto attacked and you lose 4/5 of your health bar, yeah, that's not good. We see it again on the stay safe.
Yeah, we have about a minute until this Elder fight comes up, so definitely looking to, as his name suggests, stay safe.
Yeah, this one will be very tough for Sapphire to pull off. They have to find a way onto the Jin. It's gonna be very difficult because Maokai can just get kited between the rapid fire plus the slow from Storm Razor, plus just the absurd damage that'll be coming towards him. He's only got 1.5 armor items after all. It'll be very dangerous to lock up that Jin and the Katarina at the same time. They have two threats, maybe a third here as in comes Dracona, trying to make a 1v1 play here. Maybe, just maybe Endowed doesn't realize that Draconia's alone and they are still chasing even further. It's a flash blown, but that means that Endowed won't be in position for this fight. Trash plays maybe overextended a little bit. He doesn't take too much damage from the Jin, but it'll start to add up over the course of the fight. Now the Elder Drake is being started here. What can Sapphire do? Can they find a way in? Can they find a steal? I don't know.
Steel's going to be very difficult. Wyvern is actually 3 levels behind, so I think they're going to need to look to just
Half
engage
health
this.
already on the Drake. It's going in from Trash Boy. Big flash W and a huge ulti. Can they pump out the damage in time though? Already it's so low inside a casino. He's dead. There's no smite, but will it matter? Cat is down as well. It's a shutdown double kill. Four stay safe, and they're charging forward. Flash again into a wall means that the Glock comes out from Jin. Flash forward for the kill there, but finally Endowed is online, and that's all they need. It's a shutdown. It's an ace, but they can't take the Drake. They have to go back to base. This might be a mistake here. Endowed, you can solo this with Karma at base. Oh, they could have taken the Drake there. I feel it.
I was just screaming my head off and banging my table. That was a good fight. Thank you.
Oh,
It was indeed a good fight, but
Very intense.
it's setting up for another fight here in about 20 to 30 seconds.
Which is good,
the-
which I hope to be
the
screaming
Elder's
more and
still up.
banging my table.
The Elder's still up, and they can't pull that fight off again. There's no flash onto Trash plays. Everything else here was blown, save for the flash and heal, of all things, from Stay Safe and Endowed.
Yeah, I
Now,
mean, Flash on Endowed's pretty big. They do have double ignite up on the side
they
of
should be on the
Point
Drake
Flip.
right now. Marion is just now coming out of base. I feel like it's a blunder here from the side of Sapphire. But can they find that magic again at this point? Everyone's full build. The gold lead doesn't matter. Now it's just on to how can the champions interact. It's an arrow on the Andromeda, but in Club, they want the fight on their terms this time around. Maokai forced to peel back, and now Cat is in, but instant Zonia's the ulti goes wide from Endowed, though, so maybe some action can happen. The exhaust doing so much work, but it's not enough to keep Woody safe. Jin finds that one. Cat going forward, gonna dash back in to the redemption. It's not quite enough now. And can Endowed find anything? No, it's the shot from Marion to pick up the fourth kill of that fight. And now they're just gonna march into the base. It's just Tentacle Trap on that Iron. The inhib is coming up though. Maybe, imagine. It probably won't matter, but just maybe they're just destroying everything, and Dowd's got no faith. They're out of this one.
Yeah, that should be game over here. They have
The
good 14 seconds.
inhib will go down here. followed by the Nexus. So a pretty back and forth game. Honestly, there it was in control of coin flip throughout. They had they had the priority just about all throughout that game. Cat falling off a little bit in the end, only to be picked up by the Jin. But good fight from Sapphire to try and keep themselves in there, but unfortunately not enough in the end. Series moves to 1-1. So good, rousing 43-minute game. Jin doing massive damage in this one, 44.3k. Second highest, I believe, was endowed with 35.3. So good action there. Once again, I have no idea if we're taking a break or not, but
Yeah, that was a bit of a misplay there at the end. I think it might not have actually changed the fight with how it came down to it, but at the same time, you did have the entirely missed Cassiopeia ult on the Zhonya's Katarina,
mhm.
and that's a
Good
huge
bait
one to
there
miss right
as
there.
well. Just sort of the instant, because at that point, the ult's not getting too much done. So then you just have to try and bait everything out, and Sapphire fell for it.
Yeah, it was an interesting choice to Ash ult there as well. I don't know how well you're looking to actually pick someone out, as much as wanting to shut down these carries that are diving onto you.
Yeah, especially the Nami of all targets there. Like if it was on to Marion, I mean that could work. You clear out the Jin immediately and then deal with the pressure from Katarina. But if it's just the Nami at that point, Nami's just an ult bot, man.
Yeah, and I mean, with Jin having the cleanse up, I don't even know how much that would have mattered. I think the big one to save for there would have been Katarina.
hmm
Well, GF and G, we're tied up at 1-1 in this series, coming down to an exciting game 3. Brought to you shortly.
I will be taking a quick little break here as we move into the lobby. I'll be right back, hopefully in time for Pro Draft.
I think this is the only team I'm actually not familiar with basically any of their players. Nat, you want to give us a rundown of Sapphire?
Well, actually, to be totally honest, I believe that I'm only quite familiar with Endowed, as as I mentioned before, she personally slapped me in the mid lane with Kindred, so that's why I knew automatically that she was going Kindred mid. Um, as Stay Safe used to be my ADC when I was playing on Amethyst, so I know him to be a very good ADC, but apparently when he joined us, he was coming off of mid lane. So there's a little bit of background there, which is probably why he's got a pretty decent handle on Syndra in the bot lane. Woody, I think I'm not familiar with him unless he did a name change. I'm not sure, but yeah, so
Yeah, well,
I'm not quite familiar with the top lane, the jungler, or the support at the moment.
Woody could use some work. Misty, get on that.
Hey,
All
we're beating
right,
the
all right,
house.
all right. I'm back and ready for some more action. I don't know
We're back. We've got the pro
whether it
draft
was
links.
or Flaming Misty.
Oh no, not Flaming Misty. Telling
Give
her
me
to get coaching.
yo, dude, I listen. Mouse does an amazing job with Sapphire, okay? Like the work he puts in is absolutely redonkulous. Like so again, back to the match that I had versus
It,
Endowed and Ez is like I was asking him like, you know, is this a program? Is this this? Is this that? Like do you have a shortcut? And he's like, "No, I just do all the scouting by hand and I create all the, you know, the docs and the PowerPoints and all that stuff." And I was just like, "Dang, son, coach me, put me in, yo." Like, so yeah, like he puts in the work. So
yeah, but that sounds a lot more macro than micro.
well, I mean, like I'm not there in the channel
I'm not
talking the
dis
talk, you know what I mean? So, I mean,
I'm
I
I'm
only
not
see what I see.
I'm not discounting his coaching. I'm saying we got to get Woody up to CCG standards
Cack
in the
dub.
support role.
Cack dub. Okay, hold on. This is
We're
not
flaming Woody. What
loading.
happened?
I'm not flaming Woody. I'm just saying we need to get him some coaching. Why don't you go coach emotions?
You think I know how to play the damn game, man?
Yep.
I
There we
already
go.
told you.
Okay.
I play Nautilus. I turn my brain to soup.
You know, when I seen your name, I was like the Sag part. I thought it was like a play on like Sarge, right? So I was like, not duty Sarge, like type. You know, so I was like, oh, okay.
Man, that's crazy that you would think that.
Keknum.
All right, time to pop some pills because nose is
Yikes.
clogging up.
That's one way to say it. Keknum.
I'm just being honest.
Can't
Some things I
fault you
go
for that.
to bring a quality product.
I'm not flaming Misty.
Ah,
I'm
oh,
making a suggestion.
cat.
Oh, we're in the pro draft. What's
Indeed.
up? It's set the first ban. Zillion again will find his way onto the ban table. It will be Shen. They're going so fast. It's Yumi firing right back. I'm also casting off the stream, so I'm a little bit delayed because I was AFK. I guess Kindred and
I
Katarina both banned. The one tricks won't be getting to play today. Now, what is the first pick from Coin Flip Pick? They are still looking for their strategies. What can they find here? They've got 13, 12, 11,
I
10 seconds left.
Wow, he's
r-
so behind.
I do
Is
not
the
have the
pick here.
pro draft link.
That's crazy. You got one job, Iowa.
That is not my goddamn job.
So Ash is the first pick, and now what's next? We're gonna click on the link. You're still screen sharing the client, just so you know. So if you could quick change
I mean,
that real quick.
I can change it if you want, but if you
7
got it,
seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The Syndra pick from Sapphire. Are they going to the bot lane
shoes.
again? Who could tell? It's Ash v Syndra, possibly. And now, what's the second pick? It is the Hecarim. Jarvan the counter. That's a bad champion right now. Not really sure why they're playing it. I'm getting added on Discord. What's going on here?
I sent you the.
Nah, I want to watch Iowa's perspective. Now, next, what's the pick? Pick number 3 for Coin Flip Esports will be. That's a bad drum roll.
Oh my
That
god, that was a drum roll,
Lulu.
dude.
Lulu.
That was a
I don't like it
drum
already.
roll.
I I need a. I don't have a good place to drum roll off of.
You it doesn't. It's not a good place. It's the rolling. It's that wasn't a roll. Like you were just like,
Yeah,
like that's what it sounded.
look, I played bass. I wasn't on drums, man.
It
You gotta be
sounded
like, and drum
Not
roll,
time to
please.
turn off his brain.
Soup. He heard me.
Not duty side.
What is wrong with you?
Dude, I put an accent on it. I can't help it.
There wasn't an accent. There was a D.
Showing some respect
Alright.
towards the Maokai. Definitely some strong performances coming out of the top side of Sapphire so far this series.
Indeed, I agree. Now it will be the Ziggy Zig Vine of the van. Is it Syndra mid? Is it Syndra bot? Who can tell for sure? What will be the final ban here? Coin flip, taking their time to deliberate. They've got 18, 17, 16 seconds left. What do they ban? What do they not want in the hands of Sapphire? Mayhaps
Going once, going
they
once,
take
going
off
once,
the
going once,
Nunu. The
going once,
Nunu
going
was a
twice, going
big deal.
twice.
I don't know why they didn't ban Nunu too, but they banned Skarner. That's kind of weird. Can we talk about that? That was pretty weird, champ. Instead, it's a little LeBlanc taking another
Yo,
carry out of the hands
let's
of
not ban Kindred. Oh, they did ban Kindred. My bad. I was like, wait a minute.
taking another carry middle laner out of Endowed, assuming that that will be Syndra bot. But mayhap, I mean,
Yeah,
Based on
it
my
seems like the OTPs have been banned out this game, and the Kindred Katarina third man from each team.
Mm-hmm.
and now Sapphire taking their time here will be the run done. You love to see that champion, big scary man up in the top lane, but what will be the counter pick from Coinflip Esports?
It's a good question. Top thing, Cassiopeia.
No.
No, they're gonna pick the Casio and call it Nami.
The Jags. What are your thoughts on that? I will go.
I personally think Renekton wins that matchup very hard, but for most top laners I speak with, they feel like their Renekton skills just aren't up to par, and that they're like, oh yeah, I go into stun and he just presses E magically and dodges all my damage. But you have really good trade ability with your E dash in, Q E dash out,
Well,
um, and it could be a very dominant performance though, one way or the other.
Annie, the pick here for Dracana. Very diverse champion pool. What was it? Game one, the Ari, then moved to the Kled, and now to Annie.
I
So
think I
we'll
really
see.
like the Annie here. It looks like Coinflip's going for a good 1-4 strategy with the lockdown between Jarvan, Annie, Hash, with Jack, coming in on some of the fights and maybe looking to exit out. But Center with a very good matchup in Annie, it looks like they are going to go Jin to the side of Sapphire this time.
Yeah, pivot that pick over the hands of Endowed. If you can pull off Cassiopeia and Kindred like that, I'm sure you can manage to find your way around Syndra, right?
Probably. I feel like Syndra's one of those easy to play champions. Hard
True.
to perfect, easy to play.
But if you want to be taking game 3 in this series, you gotta play perfect. Now we are just waiting just a little bit longer to get official champion select. Do we want to start the skin game early, or what's the deal here?
We all know it's going to be Renekton.
Oh, I don't know. Black Frost or Nectin is pretty cool. I like that skin a lot. I would not be surprised.
If we're talking Jin Nautilus, I don't think they have any matching skins, so I'd imagine.
I feel an Abyssal Nautilus.
I think it's definitely going to be Astro Nautilus.
Hmm.
Let's see, what does that leave Jin left, though?
I think Project. It's off Project Ash. Stay safe, just sort of.
I think I'm going to stick with my guns and go Blood Moon.
I feel like Endowed is most definitely. It's a tie between Snow Day and Star Guardian. Because definitely showing a bit of a weeb side with the double spirit blossoms. But also I feel
I think
like
he's.
Snow Day kind of fits that vibe.
So you're going to go with Snow Day? I feel like
I think
he's
so.
a new skin kind of guy based off looking at that, so I'm going to go with Pool Party.
Hmm. I was thinking that, but then I was like, nah, why would anyone ever use that skin? So
Because it's new. And for no other reason.
yeah, yeah.
And then
I don't think it's new enough at this point, you know.
I think Hecarim's gonna be the biggest one here. What are you thinking for Hecarim?
Who's is it a tentacle trap plan or what's the? Yeah.
Yep.
He's gonna play Elderwood.
As much as I love Elderwood, no one ever plays Elderwood. I think I just have to go with Arcade.
Hmm.
So that's gonna cover our Sapphire side.
All right, we're gonna see the Cosmic Ball in again.
Yep.
Jarvan. Jarvan has like. I feel like Jarvan has some of the worst skins. I feel like Darkstar and Hextech are his only like decent ones.
I think J4. I don't know. I think Warring Kingdoms is a very popular skin. I think I'm gonna go with that.
Yeah, I used to I used to think that skin was so good, man. I used to see that and I was like, man, this is insane. But it's like when you look at like an old game from your childhood and you're like, wow, this game looks like trash, man. I can't believe I used to think this was good.
That's how I feel when I go watch those old League of Legends videos before they changed Summoner's Rift. And I'm like,
Oh
how did I
man.
ever think these graphics were good?
And it's like that they're not that's not even an old game at that point. That's like 2010, right? Like I get
Yeah.
like it was like a small indie studio at that time, but still that was ugh. Like I mean it's the same thing with the old splash arts, man. Like what? Did Riot just not have an artist? Like what was the deal with those, man? Yeah. It's like okay, graphics is one thing. Like at the time, but like people have been knowing how to draw a file now. You couldn't find anyone. They were just filling this pre-champ select time. I'm not really sure what the problem is. Let's see. By the way, where we streamed last game. See, I streamed the series. Where you watch all.
Yikes. So you sticking with Darkstar, Jarvin?
I don't know. I don't even want to guess. That champion has. It's not good. It's just not good. That's
Well, what do you
top lane.
Jax?
Godstaff.
Yep, that's exactly what I would go with for Jax. And what about Annie?
Another one of those champions that just has so many bad skins, man. I'm feeling the I'm feeling the Super Galaxy one.
Super
I don't know why.
Galaxy. I'm gonna go with Anniversary.
That's also a safe bet because it's one of the free skins.
Yep.
So we know at the very least Dracana has it. Assuming that Dracana has started playing before like last December or whatever. I feel
As
like
a
that's it.
level 338, I sure hope so.
I I hope for the good of this country and its people as a whole that Dracana has not played enough League of Legends to hit level 380, 338 within the span of 9 months. Because it's like I'm still working through like the 180s, man. I haven't
I'm at
played.
161 on my main, and I play quite a bit.
Yeah,
I guess my big downfall is I play on a lot of alternative accounts.
say it ain't so. How long? Ah, who knows? We have Reaper and Goth Annie predictions from the chat. I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen Goth Annie.
Reaper Annie or Reaper who? I don't think there's a Reaper Annie.
Reaper Hecarim.
Okay.
I do like that skin a lot too.
Headless Horseman.
No, there's Headless Horseman and a Reaper one. Here, just go or not. We're not on stream. Can't show. But
Yeah, there is Reaper. That's a lame skin.
I kind of like it. I like the basic ones, man. Like I said, Warden's one of my favorite skin lines. I like it when cosmetics for League and like any game in general are just like I hate like the over the top stuff, man. It's like sure,
You mean like arcade?
Dark Star Mordekaiser is cool. It's just a little too much. Arcade is I don't know. Like
I know we can't see it on screen, but you can see it on my screen. How do you
yeah,
feel about this skin?
I don't care about the psyops one, man.
Okay,
It's like
have you seen her dance?
no, I've not.
It's amazing. She does like this whole disco
Uh,
routine, and then
I
and then like the
I
robot arms on her thing dance
no,
to it.
actually I hate these. I hate the psyop skin because they took two pretty good themes. Okay, Iowa has just purchased Sona for some reason. I don't know why.
It's
But
funny
yeah,
because I have so many Sona skins. I never play that champion.
okay. Well, yeah, they have two good themes here, right? They have like the like gritty like resistance, the XCOM like sort of soldier skins, and then they have like the cool, pretty rainbow butterfly effects, and they just put them together for some reason. I don't get it. I feel like both if you just work with both of those concepts to make their own skin lines, it would have been good. But yeah, I'm not a.
I
I just
I
like to keep it
enjoy.
simple, man.
I didn't love the Psyop skin line. I do like the Sona.
And like if like you're gonna get like a big like fancy line, like make it something like the Spirit Blossom ones, where it's still like a fantasy theme, but they're all over the top. And
I got all the Spirit Blossoms that I play.
I feel I feel like I like fantasy games and like themes and stuff. So like when you take it out of like the fantasy like realm, if it was originally in there, it just takes it out for me. Like I think High Noon Senna and Aurelia, they're cool. Like they're cool
What about the
models.
pool party skins? You love the pool party Talia.
I mean, you take what you can get, man.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Comparatively, her
I mean, like
best.
it's like I think they're good like pieces of art, and I think they're cool and stuff, but it just doesn't fit, you know? Like why is this fantasy game? Why we got big giant robots, man? What's up
I
with
did
that?
I did really like the Sugar Rush line.
Why we got people made out of candy?
That's so cute though. Like, come on. How can you not like the Sugar Rush skins?
I don't know. Oh,
These
yeah,
have always been over the top, but I did like the very first one they ever did for it. But that's because that champion's over the top, so it fits him really well.
I like how you're doing like this pronoun game thing, where it's like the viewers have no idea what we're talking about. They don't know that. I assume you're referring to Battle Boss Vigar.
Indeed, I am.
Well, why are you hiding it from him, man?
I love me some Battle Boss Vigar. I think that's
Also,
hands down the only good Battle Boss skin. Changing my mind.
Demacia Vice is a sin, dude.
I will agree with that.
They managed to take one of the hardest themes and like styles to mess up. Like it's so hard to mess it up, dude.
Oh,
Just slap on the neon pink and blue. Call it a day, right?
I
How do
guess
you
Vigor
mess that?
wasn't even Battle Boss, it was Final Boss. I
Well,
feel
you
like he
know.
started that skin line with that Final Boss
Yeah, yeah.
skin.
Well, it's because arcade and battle boss are the same line or whatever.
Yeah.
Just he's the evil character.
Oh yeah. What a great skin right here. Lilia with her one skin.
Man, they really did that to us. They really made that.
Sorry, just for the viewers watching. The delay is we're just kind of waiting on Sapphire's mid laner. I think she's got some stuff going on in real life. So that's kind of why we're just sitting here waiting. Just so you know.
Uh, this skin line is terrible. I'll agree with that. I will say, as much as
It's
I
so
hate the
disappointing.
idea of the
Oh,
skin
we're
line,
ready. We're ready, guys. We're ready. She's back.
the Garen one actually, I really like it in game. I
All
like his
right.
sword.
Ah,
Here we
I will
go.
also say the Demacia Vice Ward is beautiful.
She back, boys.
Welcome back. We finished our skin game. We talked about some skins. I'm kind of running out of material here.
I was shocked.
Uh, yeah. What else? We haven't talked about the draft at all, really.
So, how do you
But
feel
that's
about
not
the new
fun.
TFT set?
I don't play that game, so I don't know.
Ah, what?
Hey
Can I
man,
get Dougie in here? Dougie, are
I've
you
been
still in chat?
playing I've been playing an absurd amount of World of Warcraft recently.
Yeah, that's because you're
So
a degenerate who supports a bad
what the
company.
heck? Yeah, yeah. What's your point? You are correct. Uh, you know, I mean, it's a good game, man.
I used to play that game. Then I sold out of Blizzard because Blizzard is not a company you should support in any
Yeah,
way, shape, or form.
you know,
Wait a minute.
Riot ain't squeaky clean. It's the company, man. They all suck, man.
If I had spent as much money on World of Warcraft as I had in League of Legends, my mind might change.
I have spent way more on League.
Yup.
Like, it's not even close.
I've thought about quitting this game.
I don't want to think about how much I spent on WoW because I've only been playing that for like 3 years,
I
off
guess
and
that
on.
adds up because you have the subscription. What is
Yeah,
that, like 15 a month?
yeah, it's $15 a month, but like, I mean, like over the summer, I make $19 an hour. So like, man, I got to work 1 hour to have a good form of entertainment for a whole month. How can I manage that, man?
It's like when people ask me why I spend so much on League, I'm like, man, I have a good job. I gotta do
Yes,
something with my money to enjoy myself. So I
I
torture
will
myself
say,
with League of Legends.
when I first got my credit card and first got a job and stuff, I felt very proud to be able to pay a WoW sub. I was like, all my life, I was like, oh, I want to play WoW, but like, if I tell my mom, oh, I want a game, how much does it cost? $15 a month. Boy,
I
that was not happening.
Now I'll tell you
No.
guys what, you want to take a break from League and play a good game? Why don't you guys go pick up Fire Emblem Three Houses?
Please.
What?
I
Sure.
can't be bothered with Iowa right now.
That's really an option.
I
I
mean,
don't know
hey,
why
why
you're
not just
laughing
go
so
for a
hard at
walk?
it.
Walk down the beach, you know?
I hate the outside. I can't do that.
Yeah, Corona and all that, man.
I didn't go
Oh,
outside before
please.
Corona.
True.
I didn't go outside before not going outside was cool.
What do you do outside, man?
Easy. That's the best answer. Go inside.
Yeah,
Fair.
like, what can I do outside?
Go
Not much.
inside. What can you do inside? Anything you fucking want. Just not go outside.
Whoa,
Oh
no way.
yeah, sorry.
Come on.
Dollar in the swear jar. You got me. See, that's why I don't cast.
We're finally getting paid, poggers.
Hey,
Bet.
don't forget, Iowa is accepting donation.
Yeah,
Not
so
for
is
Oh yeah.
so is that to
PayPal,
upgrade this bad produce?
PayPal.me / Oceans 857. Imagine. Pay my WoW sub
857.
maybe.
Why 857?
If you would like to support my League of Legends,
Uh, that's just like the number that I've used in like my email and stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, but what like doesn't you just randomly was like okay, that's the thing.
What?
I said like what does the numbers mean? Like usually people have a certain
Nothing.
number for
I
you
don't
know.
know. I kind of I like the number 57 for some reason. I was like, some things need 3 digits. I was like, oh, I just put an 8.
Okay. I'm just wondering, like me, like my hashtag is 0690, and people would assume that that's like a play on 69, which it is, but it's actually my birthday.
Born on 69 poggers.
I don't know. For some reason, the
Mhm.
number 37 strikes my fancy. I've never understood why.
I've started using the number 34 because David Ortiz.
See, that's what I'm saying. Some people got reasons why they pick certain numbers. I was just wondering if
Right?
857
Ain't
was
no
a
one
certain
ain't
That
no one
reason.
wearing
I
57.
think that's a baseball player. Let me
That's
Google.
the baseball player, man. Big Papi.
Yeah, I was right. Okay. Yes,
The
I know
Arch
sports.
Father. The immense patriarch.
Anyone else excited for some fantasy football? Only starting tomorrow.
Only?
No.
Yeah.
Did you say
Uh,
only starting tomorrow?
none of my friends watch sports, so it's like,
I didn't say I watched football. I just said I participate in fantasy football.
You didn't hear him question mark Ortiz like hello?
all I know, I mean, no one watches baseball. It's 2020, so all I know is that my friendship is completely ended with Tom Brady. Cam Newton is my new best friend. Honestly, I'm
Alrighty.
all aboard.
So you just like Bill Belichick.
No, I like the Patriots, and yeah, I do like Bill Belichick. So
Is
enough
that
with that
is
sports nonsense, because I have a wonderful message to share with all of you. If I can find the sponsored channel. We are happy to be sponsored by Lazy Lizard Co., a small batch curated candle shop which uses all natural candles made by Lazy Lizard have unique scents and premium burn times that last for hours. The perfect gaming atmosphere is just a lick away. Enjoy a generous 15% discount on all Lazy Lizard candles when you use the CCG discount code CCG15. A reminder that non-discounted candles are not allowed to be used with this discount code, nor can you combine it with sales or other offers. Thank you very much to Lazy Lizard for sponsoring us, and let's get into the action.
For a second, I thought you said just a lick away. Yeah, you don't lick candles. I do not
Hey,
recommend that.
maybe you don't, man.
Jesus.
Hey, you buy your Lazy Lizard candle, you can use it whatever way you want. You
This
know,
channel does not condone the licking of
it's
candles.
all natural ingredients. Everything that.
Alright, let's go guys, let's go.
I
Right,
am I am paused 0 waiting on you, Nat.
Alright, hold on. Whoops, yeah, okay. And three,
focus
two,
up, focus up.
one, go.
No more memes. Oh, you gotta put an outline on the text for the teams at the top.
Yeah, I should change it to black and I need to update this one.
You should, yeah, say you should have to change it to 1-1.
Oh, you don't have the patch number at the bottom left. Missy's gonna.
The who and the huh?
The patch
Yeah,
version that we're on.
Oh,
we
I'm
need to.
supposed to.
Yeah, we
Listen,
need to make sure that no one thinks that we're on the tournament, bro.
Yeah.
listen, listen.
Okay, I was right with the project.
You missed out. I indeed won the Syndra battle. That's
Oh,
all that matters.
what is she?
Pool party.
Pool party? Oh, yuck.
A fan of new skins.
No, I don't like pool party
Coordinados? I don't
Syndra.
like it.
I like it. Neither of us called it.
SKT Renekton. That is okay. That round of SKT skins is probably the worst batch of skins they've ever made. They're so bad, dude. SKT's even
Yeah.
blue.
Maybe he just wants to represent his boys. Not an SKT fan myself, but you never know. Well, I
Yeah.
will say I did like the most recent round of Fun Play Phoenix skins. Not my team, but I think I would get those just because they look clean.
Yeah. I feel like both the Chinese sets were not very good, honestly. Temple Jacks.
I'm not sure about this cleanse take from the Jin here.
Yeah, not really having much to cleanse there.
I mean, I
There's
guess he
a
does
bit of a
have the
decent
Ashol.
bit. Woody, where's the hook going? Not into the enemy, that's for sure. They're still push forward on the trade and take a bit of a beating for that. We can't activate Soup Brain just yet, man. Got to give it
Yeah.
a little bit, hit that level 2. All right, now commence the liquefaction.
Some pretty standard jungle clears here so far. Uh, can't wait to see some of those ridiculous Hecarim paths that just gank people out of nowhere. I feel like
Mhm.
that's one of the two jungle champions I hate to see, Hecarim and Kayn, just because trying to predict where those guys will come from with wards is impossible.
Yeah, Zach also falls into that category.
Well, Zach
Eh,
and like Fiddlesticks fall into this category where they're at least somewhat predictable.
Yeah, there's also the mind game of like if you're playing bot lane, you okay, hold that thought, cause in comes the jungle to interrupt this top lane. Flash, not necessary, because oh excuse me, jeez. Well, yeah, top laner's dead. That's all that matters. Back to talking about Zach, who's not even in this game. I feel like the mind game of like everyone thinks if you're on blue side, he's gonna gank you from his jungle from like that little U right outside of the red side tri bush there.
Right.
So a lot of times people they ward that. But then what if because like why would Zach just go into the river bush, man? He can gank him so far away. Then you just go in the river bush because it's not warded. You never see it coming. Don't see the hook coming either from Woody,
So
but
you're
again the
worried about
Guardian just
you're worried about 2 to 3 gank paths with Zach. Hecarim and Kayn, you gotta worry about the fact that you'll never see them coming.
yeah. I'm not really sure what's going on here in the middle lane. Skills being traded back and forth, and Dowd not hitting any. So that means trade goes the way of the Annie here. And after that early kill, Jack putting up some pressure here. Renekton might need his jungler to bail him out, and he can't quite dodge away from the counter strike.
Yeah, definitely getting pressured very heavily here in the top lane early. Which is good to see after these last few games. Trash Play's finally getting some of the respect that he's been demanding.
We see a deja vu. The E forward. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Cat is
Yeah.
my BB forced back out of that one. After that, Empowered Q just does so much damage.
Yeah, and definitely can't, dodge it when you use that as an engage tool.
Oh, this might be dangerous. If we saw an E forward from Trash Plays, we might have been able to pick that one up. And in comes Tentacle to the bot
Oh
lane.
no,
Gonna
Woody!
charge and knock him out of the way of the hook. Woody wasn't prepared to play around it. A little concerned here. Uh-oh. In comes a dive, but the Q is not enough damage, but he gets the dice on out to clean it up. Almost tragic there. So even with the early gank and kill going the way of Cat, Trash Plays fires right back into this lane.
Yeah, we see the reverse teleport coming off Jack, so both top lane teleports being burned down here. Um, a lot of pressure coming out from this bot lane so far. I believe that was the first tech room gank we've seen so far this game, but just not a lot of hooks landing thus far. Maybe turning his brain off a little too much, like you were talking about.
That is true. And we have seen Woody struggle a little bit this series. Stretch game was not stellar, but he had some good hooks, as we see Endowed get so low here. Flash forward from Dracana, forces the flash out from Syndra, and now Tentacle faces the fight here. He's got the phase rush active, and Annie is out of mana. The stun bar doesn't matter. One more Rampage finds the kill, and now Flash forward comes out of Casino. There's no flash on Tentacle, so he'll get traded back here. So 1-for-1 in the mid lane. But you like to see the mid laner staying up for Sapphire.
Absolutely, a very, very close call there from the side of Endowed. And, this is a very interesting
Oh.
matchup, honestly.
Ooh.
There's an interesting interaction that a lot of people don't know about to the Syndra Annie matchup, where if you W the Tibbers away and get it far enough away from the Annie, the auto return mechanic actually teleports it onto her, so your W will proc damage.
Oh, that is true.
A fun little interaction there to kill from very far away. Looks like we got J4 soloing the dragon down here. Ash is kind of coming up towards it. I don't think
They don't
Sapphire will
know,
be
but
able
they're
to contest
very
very
close.
well.
Oh, in comes Tentacle. He spawns this out. He's just gonna go right on in. The onslaught of shadows. He doesn't get the drag, but he does get a kill. But he's traded immediately. Marion taken so low. The fourth shot not quite enough damage. But in comes and down. Easy Stay Safe picks up that one. And now and down's on the chase onto Andromeda. But Drakon is able to speed on away from the rest of Sapphire there. And it looks like Andromeda also gets themselves away from Endowed.
Yeah, that could have definitely been a lot worse. Not seeing some phenomenal gameplay so far out of Endowed like we have in the rest of this series on this Syndra. Some very questionable Q placements, but as the game progresses, some of those missed Qs are not going to matter nearly as much as you're able to just spam them out so consistently. But we do need to see a little bit of a pickup from him as this game continues.
Now we see here Trash Play starting to take that second E forward, try and cut off Cat, even with the Counter Strike up. So it's good to see the aggression. Ruthless Predator gonna come out. So yeah, it's about a 1.1k gold lead. Uh, I would imagine a decent bit of that is on the top lane. Trash Play's up about 20 CS, 10 CS in the bot lane. Yeah, we see now. Yeah, it's about 900 gold in the favor of Easy Stay Safe here. As uh-oh, you might have stepped a bit too far up. Trashblade is going to try and find the fight here. Maybe he's going to try and find the run. As in comes Tentacle Trap. He will find the kill. And now Ruthless Predator will get the lock up. Not quite enough to keep himself alive, but it's a double kill for Tentacle. And now he's got to run because once again, Casino looking to trade him back, but not going to find the engage. You don't want to tangle with that big old horse right now. He'll buck you right off.
Yeah, and Sapphire's struggling a little bit in some of these lanes, but as this Hecarim pulls further and further ahead, he's going to just start dominating across this map. That's 4 kills onto him now over the last minute and a half or so.
You say that Sapphire is struggling in the lanes, but at least top lane where that one down. That only really happens because Trash is pushing so far in. I mean, right before the gank came through, he was under the tower trying to get a kill. And now we see bot lane, the play is in. Hard to miss the death charge. The Q will pull him out of the root, but it won't matter too much. The polymorph not going to last long to make a difference. Instant
Would he
cleanse there.
please?
No damage comes out of Endowed, though. I don't know if there was a shield, but it won't matter because Stay Safe's got the current call, and it's curtains for Andromeda. Will the fourth shot land? No, it won't. They're alive from now. Casino fancies a 1v3. The cleanse from Stay Safe. He thought he had heal, but he doesn't. So that means that Endowed's down. Flash forward. Fourth shot will find the kill onto the enemy support, and now he's got to try and cut it out, but he can't. The melee Jarvan does find the kill. It's a 1v3 triple kill, essentially, as we see Trash go onto the tower again. This time, he's not able to find the W auto attack, so he just gets hit a few times by the tower. But a lot of action across the board there, as maybe Tentacle goes under the tower. Who knows?
Probably wisely deciding not to once he spotted out on that pink ward. Jarvan able to match a lot of that early pressure here, but Hecarim's going to scale a lot better into this game than he will. Oh, some potential action there top lane, but it looks like Trash Play is not opting to go in.
It seems like a familiar sight up here to see those Qs, those empowered Qs being traded onto the tower there. So you said earlier that it seems like sometimes Renekton players feel like the Jax is favored, but Trash most definitely not feeling that here. Beautiful knockback there from Tentacle will force the ulti to be burned. Andromeda trying to get back that they can, to make it not a total waste. Clean play there as another gank up top lane. But I think Renekton might win these. He's very comes the EQ Flash Orb Casino. Trash Blades isn't looking for too much more of a fight because he doesn't know where the Annie is. And now he might just get baited back into this one. The EQ doesn't find the knockup, so he might still have a chance to turn this one around. Flash R won't find the stun, but they will find the damage eventually. But it's a 1-for-1 there on the gank, so you'll love to see it. There's so much being pulled topside. That dragon is up in 15 seconds. So is Casino. That should be Sapphires quite severely.
Yeah, looks like we're gonna tie up Drake's 1-1 here, barring any big misplays here from the side of Tentacle.
Indeed. So far in this game, it's looking a lot more even than the previous two did at these stages. The last two, both mid laners were starting to get the ball rolling. But thus far, it seems pretty even. Crash plays still hunting down Cat here as Stay Safe enjoys the gameplay loop of playing against Ash Lulu.
Looks like we are gonna get Herald down here in the bot lane
Yeah,
for
there
some
will
pressure.
be a fight here. Trash just uses teleport, but Cat still has it up, so it should be a 4v5 on the
Spoke a
side of
little too
Sapphire. Or,
soon.
yeah, maybe you could just use your teleport to go top lane as. Oh, wait, the Drake's dead. I'm dumb. Okay, ignore everything I just said, but watch this fight as the ultis are committed just to kill the Herald. Interesting.
But that makes for a useless objective
Oh,
essentially from the side of coin flip. They traded, ended up getting this early Herald that wasn't able to get any money onto any of their laners.
hmm. And we see, oh, this might be a real fight here. No, it's Bork on the side of Jax. Does Renekton no longer build Bork? I thought he did that still. Okay. Oh,
Renekton very
ooh,
often
good
builds Borg.
stun there. Will saving out from the wrath of the Kana. And the W away for the Tibbers. That they'll stay safe on the backside of that one.
Renekton very often does build Borg still. I think into this matchup it makes a lot more sense to run for that Black Cleaver so you're able to dance around a bit more with the Jax.
Okay, okay.
But I could be wrong. Not a top lane main.
You're the commentator. You have to know everything, man. So, drag in 3 minutes now, because of course it was taken, and I did definitely notice that when it happened. And finally, it looks like the tower might be coming close to tumbling down in the top lane.
Yeah, they're looking for that first tower pickup.
Nope.
Importantly, we have a Mountain Soul procced up here. Good on either side that picks it up, so that Drake priority might have just raised up across the board for each of these teams.
Oh, here we go. Gank mid lane, gank top lane. Almost a beautiful. Actually, regardless, that was the enemy ash. Easy Trash plays just dominating up here. He's gonna find one. Can he find another? He's very low health. The Q isn't in time to keep him safe though. So
Yeah, he almost
again, the
survived through
gank
that.
turns into a 1-for-1 up topside. Trash plays, making it very costly to play this topside game.
And we see Hecarim coming in, seeing if he can't clean up this second kill.
This should be nice and easy. He is down. Gonna try and Q back to it. Maybe you don't need to commit the ulti, but I like the gusto behind it.
Yeah, and I mean, secure as many kills onto the Hecarim as possible. We actually see a Triforce already completed on the side of Tentacle Trap. That's a huge power spike for them here as they're going to look to secure this Herald.
Did skip out on the jungle item as I currently want to do. And now that should secure the Rift Herald here, the second one of the game, this time going on the side of Sapphire. And they're starting to pull ahead a little bit here. A couple good plays, and Dowd going to be caught out here, but might be able to turn it around. Doesn't have to be powered though, or at least it won't do enough damage thanks to the Lulu shields. But Tiber's not quite able to find that last auto attack to secure the kill on the side of Dracana.
Yeah,
Man.
having to flash away, might have almost had enough damage, but the Lulu coming up there with the shield and the Guardian proc, able to keep the side of Dracana very safe in that fight.
We also, the Rift was picked up, of course. Goes over to Tentacle. And again, we still see Renekton just throwing his weight around up here. Here comes another one, round like 5. We'll see if it plays out the same. No. Trash plays aside. I want to live this time. Let's just not fight, okay?
Is there a way for me to tell the exact cooldown of this?
Of teleport?
Here you go. 48 seconds. So he'll have it up a little bit after Dragon's up. Jack's sitting on 80 seconds. So they might have a window here, depending on how long this Drake is up, where one top lane has teleport with the tower down, and the other does not.
Making a play mid here, gonna drop the Herald. Hecarim does have his jungle item completed now, so both junglers have about the same items. Actually, no. Ninja tabs on the side of Jarvan. Of course, the Triforce, very valuable on the Hecarim.
And no boots yet from the side of Hecarim.
Mm-hmm. No boots, but perhaps a second drag here as Tino's going to try to make his way through the artillery being chucked in there by Endowed. That's the name. And yeah,
First
no
mountain
actual
going
kills
over to
there.
the side of Sapphire. Yeah, not opting for a suicide steal or anything like that. Um, they are still even in levels. The J4 doing a very good job of picking up some kills.
Oh, Woody, not in spot here. Gonna get found out by Dracana. Can't make it to the wall, and I'm glad he didn't flash in there because the auto would have fallen regardless.
Yeah, Dracana becoming a very scary force, but in the face of this Hecarim who can just obliterate whoever he chooses initially in any of these fights, that may end up being this Annie at this point.
Standoff here between junglers. They don't know where they are. Did he have vision of that bush? Maybe. Seemed like as soon as the recall completed, he walked up. Ooh, this might be a bit of a problem here because it's not a 1v1 against the support. In fact, in comes Casino, the Flash EQ, forces the Flash Cataclysm,
Lulu
falls
picking
at
up
the
the kill.
redemption. The Mac Cannon finds the kill. Uh, yeah, that's questionable.
I mean, maybe good to get a little bit of an infusion onto your support early on.
Yeah,
Definitely not ideal, but without Ash or one of your other big
with
carries there to
both.
take it, I
Yeah,
think
it's
that's fine.
likely Jarvan's gonna be transitioning to full tank at this point because he is going Cinder Hulk. So not the worst. But yeah, you don't really want to dive that. I don't think you could probably get a kill, but it's still risky.
Yeah, we finally got the boots onto the Hecarim, so he's just gonna be roaming around that much faster now.
Yup. Trash still doing his best to work the lane in his favor here. May have died more than his lane opponent, but he's certainly winning the
Definitely, I mean, uh,
Oh no, Woody again. Gonna cut a little bit here, but this time hits the wall. Teleport coming in actually from Trash Plays. This is a bit aggressive. The rest of his team can't follow up, but it does force the flash. Sorry, the teleport out of Dracana, who is there to drop the big bear. Finds the kill, and okay. Cat also teleporting.
not sure why there.
Yeah, Cat's teleports these games have been
Interesting.
questionable. Yes. But yeah, Trash maybe he's feeling big right now, man. He's throwing around the jacks. He's feeling like he can take on the world, but you can't. Oh, this is interesting here. It's gonna be Cat going forward and getting the solo kill, even with Woody doing his best, but he can't peel thanks to the counter strike. And yes, this is the same Jax that was just getting mollywopped in the top lane. Don't you worry about that. 1-3, able to essentially just two-shot the enemy AD carry.
Yeah, a lot of fights going on without a lot necessarily coming from it. Um, I mean, we definitely see some golden fusion coming back into the side of coin flip, but not any big like objectives or anything really to fight over. Um, maybe just a lot of misposition here from the side of Sapphire.
Mm-hmm. But importantly, that does show that Cat is still a threat here on the Jax, despite being so far behind his lane counterpart. So I believe eventually the Jax should start winning the 1v1 with the Renekton. I feel like between the fact that Renekton starts to fall off in the duelist category, And Jax, I mean, he's just a late game monster. He's always sort of been like the icon of the top lane hyper carries. Even if these days he might get surpassed by like Gangplank
Gangplank.
or Camille, or not
Think.
Camille, Kale.
Oh yeah, Kale
But
being a very huge one right now.
historically, that's also a very bad bush to walk into. Got the Stinger, has got the Nautilus, has got all the CC. And now in comes Cat into the backline. He gets the double counter strike, but he doesn't get it on the priority target. That is easy. Stay safe, firing in these shots over and over again. Depth charge finds 3 knockouts, and he's still charging forward. Woody gonna get stunned, but it doesn't
Endowed
matter
with
because
the
Endowed's got
finish.
the Flash R to pick up the 3rd kill of the fight there for Sapphire. It's just the bot lane inside of Coin Flip staying alive, and it's all 5 members strong on the Dragon here for Sapphire.
Yeah, beautiful little stack there that J4 just kind of pushed up a little too soon without his team into.
Mm-hmm. I mean, even then, he almost survived there between the wild growth and the E, but not quite enough to keep him safe and alive and healthy. And the rest of the damage is able to pour through. Cat went deep into the enemy team, but was not able to find the counter strike stun onto either carry, I believe. I think it was just Tentacle Trap and Woody that got stunned up by that one.
Yeah, a big part of that fight, and it could have probably gone a lot worse for Coin Flip, was that the Ash ult did land onto the Syndra.
Mm-hmm.
But ultimately, an unfortunate fight, and that's one dragon closer now to this Mountain Soul for the side of Sapphire. So we saw Hecarim barely able to survive that fight. That's fueled by some, their first Mountain Drake in part, and now it's just going to be that much harder to kill these carries.
Yeah, we see them starting to infest the top side with their vision. We haven't really been touching too much on vision score throughout this series because
Uh,
at a certain point, when your carries get so far ahead, you kind of want them walking into darkness. Just
I, I,
boldly.
I'll say I don't really have anything nice to say about our team in terms of vision scores, so I haven't really been saying anything at all.
The 13 from the Hecarim is kind of rough to see right now.
And at no point during this entire series has Woody been ahead of Andromeda.
Yeah, I mean, Andromeda is also doing very well, for at least this game. And Ash, I assume most of that is from Hawkshot, but Ash also packing 31. So good to see. But about 4K gold lead here at 25. Each game has been getting progressively closer and closer. Hopefully this one is just as tense in the end as the last one. Well, it looks like we might be getting a Baron call here. They're clearing out the vision. They're trying to set up another Death Bush.
Yeah, clearing out this vision, looking for a potential pick, forcing them to say, "Hey, if I'm on Baron, what are you gonna do about it?"
It looks like they don't really care about the lack of vision right now. They're just sort of vibing. But now Tentacle is on the hunt with Trash, but they're gonna get spotted here. And they turn that train around and maybe focus on the. And that's a lot of damage very quickly. The Hawk Shot will spot it out. So maybe they come up to contest, but it's already burned down to half. It looks like Sapphire might be committing strongly to this one. Down to about 3.5k. Can they find it? That's 5 stacked up there. It could be a huge ulti, but in goes Casino way too early. Woody picks up the Baron of all people, and now Casino's down, trashes into the enemy team, and he's got 1 kill secured for the double kill. Woody finds another one. Dracana goes down to him, and Andromeda scattered like the weakling the Lulu is. That's 4 kills and the Baron. And meanwhile, Cat is just watching his team burn as he bonks on that top tower. In comes Trash Play to stop the back. It's free reign in the base, and we see Cat is starting to turn this 1v around, but it doesn't really matter. You killed the Renekton. Good job. They're killing your Nexus towers. You're going to be going
Yeah,
down here because it's just Mary coming up in 3 seconds. Teleport's going to be committed here to the correct tower at least, and you're instantly stunned. Exhausted barely gets out of there, but the Nexus down. Beautiful play here to the game. Woody is a superhero with that secure.
Superhero with the secure. Trash plays doing exactly what he needed to do, regardless of whether he died or not. Stopping that back from the Jacks, letting his team get in there and end this game up for the end of a great series.
Yeah, I was just saying, I hope this one goes and intense as the last one. But in the end, there, it's just a decisive call on the Baron. They say, okay, they don't have vision. We're going to take this. Once they get vision, we're doing this fast enough. We don't care. And then Casino goes in so early that, I mean, somehow he was still alive when the Baron. And Woody finds it of all people. I think it was probably just with the E. I don't think it was even in range of.
Yeah, both junglers in the pit at that point, and neither Smite able to secure. Very, very interesting play.
Yeah, and then they roll the team fight after with trash plays going in deep, getting what he needs to do done, and then just goes back and stops Jax from doing anything special.
Well, very, very good game over to the team of Coin Flip.
Mhm.
Good
A
luck in the
very
rest of y'all's games in
Yeah,
this
very good
league.
series, very enjoyable.
Very good start for Sapphire in this week 1 of Wolfpack Gaming Gold.
Mhm. So yeah, that is week one. Thank you all for watching. It's been a pleasure as always. I was Ryan Oceansbury. I'm joined by,
Iwagakure.
yep, that's his official government name, of course. Produced by Nat IHF something.
And hey guys, don't forget to come check us out on Monday for the
Yeah,
premiere of CCG Citrine. You want to see some
yeah.
premiere support gameplay and the best AD carry in the GD
Oh, are
world.
you on Citrine? Are you on Citrine?
I sure am.
Gab and I are gonna have a wonderful time casting that. Hope that you all tune in there Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So thank you all for watching. I believe this will do it for the stream.
Thank you and good night.
We out.